Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shane, and this is Shane Is Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. This will be our 16th run through Kingdoms of Amalur. If you want to see any of the previous episodes, check down below to see my YouTube channel, where I archive all of my streams in full. That way, if you want to check out my Kingdoms of Amalur playthrough, you can check it out all the way from the beginning if you choose. But otherwise, for tonight, let's get started on the game.
There you are.
Yeah, here I am. Alright. Now time for the most exciting part of the stream, figuring out what the hell we were doing last time. So, let's start by checking out our quests. So we're not doing Legend of Dead Cal because that's DLC. Great General we might be, because I know we just have to head south for that, and that was something I was looking to do last time. But no, I think I wanted to head to Tallorain next, right? That sounds familiar. Oh wait, no, it's I was at Melaglier, so that's actually... Yeah, there's a very good chance that's what I want to do next, is head over to the last Windstone. But real quick, let's double check. Ascend to the Sky Crown. Oh, that's right there. Not far from where I've been. Oh, and that's for the Mage's quest too. I did like that quest. Sure, let's start on that one first. So I gotta get out of the building before I can fast travel. But otherwise, yeah, let's do this. So for the Mage's quest, just for a quick recap for people like me that are constantly forgetful, what's going on is I try to get inducted into the Mage's Guild in this game, which is called the Scalia Arcana. But during my initiation, I encountered some terrible, horrible, magical beastie.
Good day.
Which then was unleashed into the world and has been running around causing all kinds of havoc. And trying to gather some sort of stones or something. A bunch of magical stones. There was the Sunstone and... I don't remember what the other stone was. So... I've been running around, trying to figure out what exactly it wants these stones for, and kicking its ass wherever I find it. But so far it looks like the way it works is it possesses host bodies, and it seems like killing the host bodies isn't really cutting it. I'm not going to be able to stop it permanently by doing that. So it looks like the better option is going to be figuring out how we can stop its plans, rather than stopping it directly. So with any luck, by going up this mountain here, we'll be able to get a little more information on what exactly that plan is. And presumably we will run into it again, and have to kick its ass some more. Take out all of them? Very nice. I like that. Take all that. Alright, so my backpack's getting a little bit full, so not too long after this quest I'm going to have to head back and get that taken care of. And it looks like there's a little pass, if I follow this way, that'll take me where I want to go. So let's head straight there first. If it'll let me around here. Oh, this looks like it's probably the pass. Except I see some big badasses. Yep. And of course, this is where I need to go. So let's get this thrown out first, and then see if I can earthquake these bastards. Oh, stun both of them. Get that bonus damage. Wow, that was a nice amount of bonus damage. Sweet, that's done. Is that another stun off? No. Not fair for that one hit. Ooh, and too much damage though. So that's something at least. Okay, there we go. Alright. I must have gotten significantly stronger since the last time I fought these Etten guys, because that was not nearly as hard as I remember it being. Not that I'm complaining. Those guys were huge badasses in the past, so if I don't have to deal with them being huge badasses, that's going to be an asset to me. Alright, take that. Loot the cart. Just some wheat crafting materials. Anything else? Can I go in this little shack? No. Almost seems too small for these guys, but who am I going to complain? Housing prices are bad everywhere. Alright, I got this added as a location. Actually a door. Hello, I wasn't expecting the Sky Crown to be a cave. I thought it was actually going to be, you know, like the top of the mountain. Ooh. Big spooky looking cave too. Alright. Definitely getting Elder Scrolls vibes here. Which I am legally required to say, like every stream, you'd think. Alright, more of these guys. Pop on my relentless assault. Take out the things first. Especially the shop. Take it to advantage. I have to pull out all the stops for these guys. Oh no, I didn't have this stun. Push him off before I let this assault wears off. Let's see if I can't take out his dead brute as well. Nope. Oh, no dice on that one. There, got it. Not too far after it wore off. So now all that's left is that wolf. Sweet, sweet. Alright, I would say that's a pretty decent start to combat today. I've definitely had some issues with that in the past. And I found that lightning mine before I stepped on it. Happy about that as well. Alright, now I'm not going to pick up common quality items anymore, just because I don't have the backpack room for it. So let's pass on that. Ooh, man. Got some clever trap placement in here, I'll give them that. So let's keep an eye out and see if we can't disarm them as we move our way around. Now I don't get XP for disarming them, and I don't even get items for disarming them, but you never know when you're going to run into a fight, and I don't want to be wandering around this room in the middle of a fight, having to worry about traps springing up under my feet. Look at that. That is clever. No lie. Alright, I think that's about everything in this room, so let's head on deeper into the cave. Or, not even a cave, temple? What would you call this? It is moving upwards, so maybe this is supposed to be leading to the top of the mountain. Hello? It's almost a little disappointing. I get in these caves that look like they have giant city pillars, but I never actually get to go to those. I want to check out the housing area of this weird underground civilization. Don't just take me through the heavily trapped streets. Nope, got a little too close to that one. Alright, relentless assault. And do I have enough mana for this? Yes. Oh, I wanted to step out of the way before I can do anything. That's unfortunate. Ooh, let's try switching to my... There we go. Now we're doing some more. Excellent. Alright, got one of them finished off. Still I'm up on health from when I started this combat. That is a very good thing. Nice. You get that little bit of slow-mo when you block it just the right time. And it's tricky. I know supposedly also I've got a special attack I can launch out of it. I've never managed to pull that one off, I don't think. Ooh! Nice! Killed by the trap. That's the first time I've seen that. Very nice. Alright, let's disarm the rest of those bastards before I get myself in any trouble. How is it that they've been wandering around this whole time and they only trigger the trap just now. I say pedantically. Alright. Ooh. A shitload of them right here. If I'd run into that circle, that could have finished me off pretty quick. And incidentally, I bring this up, I brought this up a couple times in the stream because I'm forgetful, but those big blue runic things, runic? Runic. Big runic looking things on the floor are nothing, they're just decoration. Oh, speaking of, that's not decoration. Whew, at least I didn't trigger all three of them. Alright, so these are actually really difficult to notice till I get right up close, and hello. Let's give him something special, shall we? Nice. Killed all but the champion, I finished him off myself. Awesome. Man, I wouldn't have used Relentless Assault if I would have thought about it. That actually worked pretty nicely. Alright, so we are making good progress. I'm happy. So let's save real quick. First save of the day. Before we go through the big spooky looking door. Alright, still moving up, so I get the feeling we are moving at least in the direction of the peak, which would make sense given the name and the fact I'm in a mountain. Lightning mines. I'm starting to catch on to them. Let's walk around the outside a little bit, see if we can spot any more before I get into trouble. I don't see any. Oh, there's one. And there's another. Good logical place to put him at least. Alright. So I'm going to leave that one alone. See if there's any chests in the area real quick. Oh, I see more lightning mines in there, jeez. They're not screwing around anymore. Oops. I got a whole bunch of them. Not all of them that time, and I didn't finish all of them either. Shoot. And the one time I don't see them horizontally, of course. There we go. Him finished off. That is true. And of course these guys love dancing out of my range, which is one of the reasons I usually, if I'm thinking about it, I'll use longsword against them rather than the great sword I'm using right now. Because I'm a little faster that way, and I've got a nice move I can use to close the distance just by stabbing straight forward. It's pretty handy. Cool. Ooh. Yellow quality items. So I don't know if I've explained the quality, or not the quality, rarity on stream before. I don't know if I've explained that. And it works like a lot of MMOs. I think we kind of got it standardized at this point, which is a little funny. White is common. Then after that you have green. Oops. Green, then blue, then purple. With purple being the rarest. And what yellow are is they represent items that are part of a set. So that was something of the Mystic Imperium. And if I can get other pieces with the of the Mystic Empyrean name, then in general it will strengthen the stats on each of those pieces by how many pieces I have equipped, which is pretty nice. Alright, wow, yeah, that did lead to the mountaintop. That's cool. Alright, I see big guys, so let's go ahead and take care of them first. Excellent. Wow, I have a lot of HP. Alright. So see if I can get that stun off right away. Good, I did. Wow, even with the stun. Huge badass. Alright. So unfortunately, I'm going to have problems in a second. So that'll put the hurt on the wolves at least. Gotta time that shield a little bit better. Alright. Now we're talking. So that's both of the ends. Just gotta finish off the wolves. There we go. So, I keep mentioning this every stream, I know, but I'm really happy with the build that I've got right now. The loadout is giving me a really nice combo of abilities. It's letting me handle battles with a little more flexibility and a little more oomph than I had before. That's a very technical term there, oomph. Alright, nothing interesting. So, I'm going to keep my eye out for more chests. Otherwise, let's... Oops, that's not a chest. Oh, shoot, did I get it off? No, I didn't. There we go. Let's see if I can get the earthquake on both. I might be able to... kind of, a little bit. Oh, I actually got the stun on the other shaman, too. Nice. This might be quick. I don't think I will be able to get him before Relentless Assault wears off, though, but I'm doing plenty of damage. So, yeah, there we go. Just outside of Relentless Assault, but it didn't matter because I was doing plenty of damage. Nice. I am in a really good place right now in this game. As far as my stats, I'm really happy with it. Alright, so we continue. Let's get Relentless Assault ready. Nope, don't have nearly enough mana for that. I was trying to do another one of those, was it Wrath? Something? I forget the name now. I was trying to do another one of those AoEs with the red circle that I do. So see if I could lay into the walls. Now I'm gonna have to make do clobbering this Etten. Oh, there we go. And that triggers Battle Frenzy, which will let me do plenty of damage to these wolves. As long as I can avoid these attacks they keep throwing at me. And see, that's the clever thing about the wolf attacks, is typically that leap of theirs not only will do damage, but it'll also leave them outside of my optimum range. So if you don't get your positioning just right when you're fighting them, it can actually be really annoying. Or the alternative you can do, which you saw me kind of managing a couple times, is you can time your block just right, and that'll kind of kill some of their momentum. And since you're not knocked back or stunned, you can follow up with a roll or some other distance closing. Warpriest, alright. So this guy, I can go ahead and spring the big moves. Alright. Good, I think I got the stun for the extra damage. I should explain that too. I've got a stat for my current build where I do a whole ton of bonus damage to stunned enemies. Wow, he's got a ton of health. So I want to be stunning everybody that I can. Get that extra damage because it really is a ton. There's no Shadow Relentless Assault. Relentless Assault, what it does, it makes me immune to knockback. It also gives me a couple other neat effects you'll see if you look very closely. For example, I've got a small chance of stealing health from enemies when I wail on them. Which is a really cool synergy, because that means I can stay in combat with them while they're just wailing on me, without worrying as much about just getting killed from the damage they're doing to me while I'm trying to hit them. Alright, come on, Relentless Assault. Alright, there we go. So it's just him, but still, I don't want to deal with him, so I'll hit him with the earthquake. stun lock on him when I crit him. You see him sort of stutter. Whew, wow, that was a weird one. You can see him sort of stumbling back. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. When I hit him sometimes, because when you big enemies like Ettins and Trolls in this game, they're normally immune to stun lock from damage. But if you could do a significant amount, enough damage to them with 1 or 2 hits, I think, I know 1 definitely, maybe 2, then you can still get a stun lock on them, which is really useful, because that gives you that more of that extra edge, that you need more time to hit them when they're not hitting you. I mean, I can't imagine how you would be handling it if you didn't have Relentless Assault. Well, I mean, I fought them before I didn't have Relentless Assault, and it wasn't great. It wasn't great. I was definitely getting smacked around a lot. And I'd rather not go back to those days, if at all possible. So, it was close. Now, lockpicking, there are some little tells that you can use. One of them is that the lockpick moves just a tiny bit slower when you're not exactly on the right path. That usually means it's going to break right at the end. But it can be tough to spot.
The Fae call it. Sky-crowned mountain. It's beautiful, isn't it? Like stars across the night sky, the varied elements of magic arrange themselves throughout our world in different patterns. This place is a convergence of one such pattern, a focus of the energies of air and light.
Like those other places I went to?
Exactly so. This place is to lightning what Aeod is to fire, or Sadeus is to ice. Your power has grown so much in so short a time. It is astonishing, really. I am proud to have guided you this far.
Aww. So, what are we doing here anyway?
At first, I thought I could contain her, that I could keep her at bay. But I was vain.
Oh no.
Her power is vast, and she is tireless. Ever since your initiation trial, she has been worming deeper into my mind. She made me wait until you arrived. I cannot fight her any longer, so I must try to end it here.
No, don't do it.
Now run. Run!
Oh shit, what the... Holy crap. Oh my god, he went off the cliff. Dude. That was so metal. Wow. All right. So my new quest is I need to find his body, which I'm assuming is to make sure that he's actually dead, because he is a pretty powerful mage. And if it turns out he's not dead, then I could have a serious problem if he's got that evil... The evil lady is, I remember now, called the Dark Empyrean, which I think relates to that piece of armor I picked up earlier. Dark Empyrean or the Mystic Empyrean? I think it was the Dark Empyrean. So, he was clearly trying to kill himself to make sure that the Dark Empyrean wasn't going to take him over and try to kill me, which is good, because if she is anywhere as powerful as we think she is, there's a very good chance I wouldn't have been able to stop her. You know, in storyline, of course. Out of storyline, I'm a giant badass, but that's what we're looking at. So, morbid as it may sound, let's hope he was able to finish the job. So we don't have tragic, unfortunate boss battle. And I can tell by the little down arrow on the map that he definitely did get all the way down the mountain, so I'm assuming if his giant lightning bolt spell didn't finish him off, then gravity did. But I guess we'll just have to see. Excuse me. Alright. Over here somewhere? Yep, just keep going around the mountain. And of course all the ends have respawned. Because why not? Let's see if I can get a group of them. Come on. Oh, he wandered right out of the range. That's unfortunate. This guy got stuck, so let's take him out when we can. Alright. Come on. Yes, two down. But that ends my relentless assault. So this one, we have to be a little more careful. Or get lucky with a stun lock. And let nature take its course. Fantastic. Alright. Loot all the gold. And continue our sojourn down the mountain. Actually, let's check and see. Wow. So that's actually in that area I hadn't been yet, so... Well, I was looking to head down there anyway, sometime today, so no time like the present, right? Let's go unlock a new area, ladies and gentlemen. So while I'm traveling, let me let you in on the good news. Got a second monitor today, so I am now rocking two 22-inch monitors, and it's freaking beautiful. Crocs are one of my least favorite enemies, but with relentless assault, I can at least ignore all the damage he's doing and just I don't remember that jump move of his, but with enough damage, didn't really matter all that much. Longsword of Starvation. That's an interesting sounding sword. I do use longswords sometimes. And it's kind of crap, so never mind. That's unfortunate, but I'm kind of at the point in the game where I'm really not finding items with the frequency that I was, or at least I'm not finding items that are replacing my current equipment, I should say. That would be the more accurate thing. Now everybody reaches a point in that game, in games where you get like that, like the World of Warcraft end game, where you just need to find some other way to progress. And that's just where I'm at. Oh, so I guess that was a suspected location for his body. Maybe? How could he possibly be all the way down there? Alright, if that's the case, I've got some other business to take care of before I get all the way down there. Wow. Seriously. It's a good way to handle it. When I died catapulting myself up a gigantic freaking mountain. Alright, let's put on the speed. See, that's paying dividends already. I'm able to get in there and do what I need without them quite as easily running out of my range. I like that a lot. So I think it took me a very long time. Very long time indeed, but I think I have at last found a weapon combo that's working for me. Longsword as my primary, and short sword, or no, longsword as my primary, and great sword as my secondary. I'm going to take this to get that off the map, even though I don't usually take them. And then, where do I want to head next? So I just got the lucky mine, so I can teleport there. That's good. And I guess I'll start heading for that other marker down south. I see a little bit of a town or something. So let's head there real quick. Ooh, some quest givers too. Durfal's house. Durfal? Durfal, yeah. For a second I thought there must be another pronunciation. Durfel, maybe? I hope it's Durfal. It's a good name right there. Good strong name. Durfal. Alright, let's go visit Durfal. Probably won't have much to say until I find a code. Oh, no, he's a
What
quest
is
giver.
this? Tell me something. Are you in the habit of just walking into people's houses uninvited?
Buddy, I
Does that
totally
ever
am.
end poorly? I think most people would object to strangers rifling through their things. Of course, I am not most people. Come to think of it, it has been too long since I've enjoyed the conversation of strangers.
Dude's lonely and meta. What do you want to talk about?
Now that is the question, isn't it? I'm going to need time to figure that out. Which gives you plenty of time to get us some refreshments. Have you ever heard of the Rialte Brocaire? It is a particularly rare vintage from the north. Mine and root around a bit. Find a bottle of the Rialte Brocaire for us to share, and then we'll talk.
What is it?
I haven't tasted its sweet sorrow since I was a young warlord. Bring me a bottle and I'll tell you all about those long-forgotten days.
All right.
You wish to know of me? I'm not that interesting, I promise.
Then why do I want to talk to you?
Once, Candrian was a small kingdom whose borders included the land of Akartha. The lords of Candrian ruled from a great keep to the southeast. Now it is little more than a dilapidated fortress looming over a run-down village south of here. The war has bled it dry.
See, we can talk without me getting you
Until
booze
later,
or
then.
whatever it is. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so I saw two other quest givers. Look like they're right nearby on the map, but that could be deceptive. Yeah, I think they're... Ooh, they're over this ridge. But it looks like I'm going to have to get over this ridge as well, so... Time for a little hiking. Let's see, I thought there was a little stairway right there. That would have been convenient. Can't have that. Yeah, they are up on top of that. Interesting. Ability, and I get mana back fast enough that I can use it in just about any battle now. I'm getting spoiled, definitely. Relentless Assault is what I mean. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting spoiled by Relentless Assault. And I'm probably just going to keep using it in every fight. It's too great. The power is too great. Alright. Pick this lock. And... Nice. Don't even have to do any work. And I see you, Etton's over there. I'm gonna ruin your day. So can I get them both with the weight? Oh, sweet, I did. Usually they order out of the range. Now, walk right in. How convenient. I get them both. That was such a good battle. Got them both while Relentless Assault was active. And got the stun off on both of them. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so I already got that lucky mine, so I'm not going to go after that. Nice. Alright, just a Freeman Archer, no biggie. Oops. Thought I could get my swing off before the wolf got to me. That was sweet. And my first level up of the night. Fantastic. What do we got? Alright. I am very tempted to just max persuasion. I know Sagecraft's got some nice benefits. Detect hidden. What's the next one? Traps? That could be nice. And blacksmithing, of course, is a big deal. What to do, what to do. You know, I feel... what do I want to do? I think I'm going to go persuasion. Because the opportunities for dialogue are missable. Whereas blacksmithing I can do whenever I want, and right now I am honestly pretty happy with the way my spec is shaping up. Speaking of, alright, let's go through and check. Alright, so that's the damage mitigation, I'm okay with that. And that's for hammers, I don't care about that. More damage with great swords. Yes, I need to put points into that. Probably all my points. Yes, that plus percentage damage is too much to pass up. I wanted to put some more into Wrath, that AoE, but right now that's going to have to be good enough. And I'm still on tier 5 Warrior, which is Conqueror. Wow, that health. I remember when I was still sub 200. How far we have come. Very nice. But, no use dwelling on that. We gotta press on. See, just another archer? Just the archer? Picked the wrong place to be, lady. Sorry. Alright, so just follow this ridge up here and I should find those other quest givers. And then after that we can continue looking for that corpse that got hurled off. Hello, you folks okay?
Yeah? What are you looking at? Wait, you look like a capable sort. I might have a job for someone capable.
This sounds suspicious. What kind of job?
We set out, against orders, mind you, from Malaglir to put down this nasty brigand named Conover. Found him, and his followers too, but there were more of them than we expected. The few of my unit left alive only barely escaped. If you could finish Conover, I can pay you.
Finishing off brigands? Yeah, I can do that.
Great. Head south to the Fiend's camp. It's huge. Lousy with every rogue and thief in the region. Shouldn't be hard to locate. Report to me when Conover's dead, and I'll see that you're rewarded.
I'm actually really eager to do this because between Wrath and Relentless Assault, I haven't really got to fight a ton of human opponents, and I think I'm going to make very short work of them, and I want to see
His
that.
camp is south of here, near the hollow of Kaer Tosai. Not just a thief, but a slaver. Scum of the worst kind. They say he used to be in the Kandrian Guard, but got fed up and deserted. Took up robbing, and worse, slaving, gathering Kandrian's worst thieves and rogues under his command.
Well, don't worry, I'll take them out too.
Poor gnome. His daughter was kidnapped by Conover's thieves. Whatever they have in store for her, it won't be pretty. I've been a member of the Kandrian Guard for several years. We used to patrol all of Kandrian, and now his lordship is mostly confined us to his keep and Malaglir.
Alright.
May you deliver Conover unto hell.
So how about the other quest giver? Oh, the gnome. I bet I know what he's got.
Your help, please. My daughter Julia has been kidnapped by bandits. Those animals left me for dead and took her. I'm a tinker for fate's sake. What kind of savages attack a tinker? Julia is the only family I have left. Will you help me?
How can I help?
The bandits here are fierce, led by one called Conover. He attacked us in broad daylight when we were trying to leave this place. I've lived my whole life on these roads. I know full well that the price of travel is a bit of coin in the pocket of the local thugs. But these fiends took my daughter. I'll pay anything I have to get her back. Will you find her?
Sure.
Thank you. I heard Conover tell his men to put her with the rest of the lot before selling them. For fate's sake, hurry! I hope you fare better than those Kandrian Guard clowns. Most of them didn't last long enough to see the bandit camp. I want my daughter back. I'll pay you with all the gold I have.
Where can I find her?
Those animals took her to a camp to the south. Be careful. They're a rough-looking lot. I'd suggest you to use diplomacy, but from the looks of you, I suspect you speak a different language. Whatever it takes, I don't care. Get me my daughter back and I'll reward you as best I can.
Now, see, that's the funny part, is I just upped my persuasion, so I probably could use diplomacy, but I really don't want to. I just kind of want to kick all their asses.
Most gnomes favor the bustling city life of Adessa. Not me. Oh, no, sir. Ever since I was a young boy, the open road beckoned. So I've walked the roads of Erethel, Dalantarth, and Detir for 40 years, selling my services to anyone who can pay. Lately, though, it seems the world is growing more dangerous. Worse than it's ever been. At least for as long as I can remember. If it were me, I'd steer clear of Conover himself at all costs. Her mother passed away when Julia was young. I've done my best, but sometimes I think she takes care of me more than I take care of her.
Oh.
I've been teaching her the tinker trade, but I'm not sure life on the road suits her.
He got a shop, but doesn't look like he's got anything too interesting. But hey, I could sell some stuff while I'm here, though. What do I want to sell? Oh, I've got actually 2 of the Dark Empyrean set, but unfortunately I don't use robes, so I'll go ahead and sell the robes to him. And I know that's not going to be any good. So real quick, let me go through my equipment and see if there's anything that I want to equip right now. I don't think there's going to be. In which case, I can sell a whole crap load of stuff to him. Yeah, I think so. Armor-wise, nope, nope. No, not very good at all. Ooh. The Dauntless Chaucis. That is a big step up in armor. But again, I'm losing the health and mana. That could hurt a little bit. I'm not sure what I want to do there. Oh, there's the Buru's boots, right, for the quest I did earlier. They gave me a little bit of fire resistance, but I didn't end up using it because I'm awesome. Ooh. Oh, that's a finesse based. So I'm not going to be able to use that, so I can sell that shield as well.
Have you any news about Julia?
Sorry, right now, just gotta do some shopping. So, wow, 40k. And that puts me over 400k total for perhaps the first time. That's pretty awesome. Alright, I can sell... Let's see, what was a long sort of starvation? I'll sell that. Or, no, I want to break that one down. Ferox, I can sell that though. So that didn't really open up as many spaces as I was hoping. That will probably have to wait until we get to town. Because what I actually want to do is break this stuff down, not sell it.
My daughter.
Get more to do out of that.
Good luck out there.
Alright, so one thing I'm hoping, this would seem to be the case, right, is that I should be able to do both of these quests at the same time, right? Like, unless I'm missing something, that seems like the obvious thing. And that would be super convenient. I mean, obviously convenience isn't the major thing in a video game, so I don't know if that's just all there's going to be, but I mean, that sure seems like the case. I gotta kill the bandits, I gotta save the guy's daughter from the bandits. Right? That's what we got going on. It sure seems like it. Alright, so in that case, I'll see where that is real quick before we get going. And so Candrian must be right over there. I guess I might as well stop over at Candrian while I'm in the area. Is there going to be an actual... No, there's not a city over there. So what do they want me to do here? Whoops. Fight off the ambush, of course. Some sprites. take long at all. I'm basically judging time in combats as, am I able to do it before my relentless assault runs out? Because that is so handy. And it looks like Conover's camp is going to be the next thing if I'm just running around doing this stuff. So let's go check that out, shall we? Deer over there. Ooh. Or there's a big rift or something? Big canyon. Well, that'll make it a little trickier to get in, which I assume is why he built his camp there. Smart thinking, Conover. Smart thinking. Luckily, he didn't plan for my cunning plan of walking right up to the front door and charging in and killing every single person in there. Never seen a plan like that, have you, Conover? No, I don't think you have. Gotta be careful when you're around a cunning, strategic mind like mine. And they're all enemies too, awesome. So I don't know what he meant about diplomacy, but I'm gonna have to kill him. That's okay. They're all slaver assholes. Let's take out the archer first. Nice. I did take out the archer, excellent. There's that one. Blocked. Nice, one hit. Alright, so that's everybody in the immediate area here. Wait, am I in the right place? Yes, I am in the right place. Alright, let's go have a little chat with Conover then, shall we? Sorry, Conover. Things are not going to go well for you. Just to emphasize the point. There we go. Nice. Oops, not quite close enough. There we go. Sweet. Didn't take long at all. Man, I like my skill set right now. Oh, hey, Al. Good morning. No need to apologize. Hope you got a good sleep then. I don't want anybody to ever feel like watching the stream is an obligation. I appreciate whenever you do stop by. Whenever you can, I mean. So how are you doing today, Al? I just killed the bandit Conover in very, very short order because, oh my god, is this spec coming together. And now I'm going to kill some more bandits, because why not? Oh, she's in the actual cave, so I might have to come back to her. Keratosai, yeah. I don't think I want to mess with that just yet. So, assault, and then wolf kill time. What the heck? What is... Why is there a huge guy here? Jotun Chieftain, what is he doing in the middle of here? I'm assuming he just sort of wandered in to the wrong place. Ooh, so my Kill 10 Rats quest is almost done. All I need to do is find some more Cruducks. Good. I mean, not like that was a quest I was dying to get completed or anything, but it'll be nice. It'll be nice to have it finished. Finish checking out the camp then. By checking it out, I mean breaking everything. And good. Blacksmith Forge. Just what I was looking for, as a matter of fact. So, let's salvage the hell out of everything. Ooh, master quality. Very nice, very nice. So what else can I afford to get rid of as far as weapons? Get rid of the Staff of Execution, and then there's a couple I need to sell off. Otherwise, I think I'm good. Staff of Execution, salvage. Magnifying rivets, those sound good. Alright, onward we go. Where am I heading now? I should probably stop the moment to take stock. Just kind of following this canyon around, but... Alright, so my goal's over that way, so... How do I want to do this? Alright, let me head up and grab that chest, and then I'll start heading back around this way, which is about the most circuitous route I could take to get to it, but there's lots to do along the way, so it's not like I'm wasting my time or anything. Oh, man. Guys, just do not stand a chance. It's great. Come on. There we go. Get him to stand still for a second. So, it's really nice of these bandits to split up and make me only have to fight one at a time. See, I was joking about the keen technical mind, but these guys are morons. Sure, keep shooting me, just making me madder. There's a Jotun chieftain, he could potentially be a problem. Ooh, yeah, that belly button. Luckily, he's got a gray name, so that means he's noticeably weaker than me. So not too much to worry about there. Alright. Easy lockpick. Easy indeed. Ooh, named weapon right there. Cool. Still kind of tired, Al? Sorry to hear that. Is it a I need more sleep situation, or just still waking up situation, or a little both? I suppose that's always a possibility. Fortune's a great sword, but that is nowhere near as good as what I've got already. Yeah, geez, no. Not even halfway as good. Literally not even halfway as good. Alright, so where was I headed? Alright, now I want to head down south from here. Down this way, down this way. Done with Box Canyon for right now. Whew. That is a cool looking vista though, knowing that I was just down there. I like it. Oh. Oh, they think they set up an ambush for me. That's so cute! Yeah, go ahead, step inside. I'm getting a little cocky here. I have a feeling that's going to come back to bite me, but until that happens, I'm going to enjoy this. Enjoy this a lot. Alright, I am going to need to dump those armbands. I keep saying that, but I keep forgetting about it. Oh, no worries, Al. Good seeing you. Get as much sleep as you need. Your health is the most important thing. Health is more important than streaming, I guarantee you. So you take care of yourself, and it's good to see you stop by. Alright, and in the meantime, I have what I believe is our last windstone right here. So, let's save in case things get a little dangerous, which they have before. We've had to fight some demons at these places. So I'd rather not screw around. Better safe than sorry. Oh, so close. Yep. Here we go. Ooh, another unique item. And some crafting equipment. That's always nice. Alright, here we go. Oh, he's a big one. Alright. Break out all the toys for this. See that? That's I'm laying into him as well now, so that's not so nice. He has a good name, so that is super fortunate. Whew. Alright. Yeah, if he'd been a more dangerous enemy, that could have been very difficult. But it's done. I hit all the windstones, I believe, right? I did. So, next up, let's go find Engar's body while we're in the area. Not sure at all how it got this far. This is so far away from the mountain. I mean, where is even the mountain? I don't know that I can even see it. Is that it? Is that the mountain he went? Oh my god, how did he end up over here? How? Wow. That is... That's actually impressive. I don't know how he pulled it off, but... the most impressive death. I exploded myself with lightning and then went hurtling off a mountain, landing miles and miles away. Epic, dude. Seriously. Alright, another Jotun. Yeah, you sit down. You make yourself comfortable. This only takes Great named enemies make me so cocky. I don't know why there's bandits hanging around the Jotuns. I don't think they're working together. I think it's just bad luck on my part, maybe? Oh, don't turn your back on the guy with the big sword. Because that's what happens. Man, as soon as I get to the next area, I'm going to regret being so cocky here. It's a bad habit, I shouldn't be forming it. Alright, south it is, down this little pass. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no.
This mage was clever. It took a great effort to break his mind. And at the last moment, he sought to deny my victory.
Crap.
Unfortunately for you, he failed. Are you beginning to see the pattern, child? From flame and frost and storm, I take my form. Who am I?
The Dark Empyrean. What do you want?
How could you possibly understand the music that I move to? Does the hurricane explain to the reed why it roars? I am the hurricane, and you are nothing more than a reed, stubborn, unbent, and soon broken.
I have kicked your ass twice already, and I will do it again. Let him go.
I have eaten the fruit of Irminsul, the Tree King, and sown blood into the fields of Aesir Danon. I have sucked marrow from the bones of Irathi, and listened to the laments of dying stars. I am the Empyrean, the dark-hearted, the Lady of Sorrow and Dust. I will not bow to your will. Now die!
Alright, talk to the sword lady. And she summoned sprites to fight me. How quaint. Oh yeah, right, she had the stones on her. That could have been dangerous. But now, once again, I've deprived her of everything she needs. I don't know how many times I'm going to need to keep doing that before it sticks. Alright, so let's start working my way back north, quest-wise. Start by heading to Kertosi. Nope. Ooh. And I'll rescue that guy's daughter. And after that, I can head back to the camp, tell everyone the good news. And then maybe turn in the mage quest. Oh, this is the one where he advised diplomacy, right? Yeah. I'm just going to turn the quest on so I get my markers straight. Might get confused otherwise. I am too prone to that as it is. Alright. Nope. No diplomacy. These are yellow names, so maybe they'll put up a little bit more of a chance. A little bit more. It's all relative. Nice. Sweet. Alright. I I am so glad I finally get to test out all these abilities I got on human opponents. This is excellent. Hello? I probably just freed those guys. I'm probably their savior. Probably. I bet that's what that was. When in doubt, assume that you did the most heroic thing possible. That is my new motto as of this moment. And I'm sticking to it. It's a good motto, I think. Alright, what do we got up here? Assassin's taking a nap. Not a good idea. Guess they were counting on those front gate guards to take care of everything. Which makes sense. You'd probably hear a shout if there was an enemy invading. Unless that enemy had super badass abilities and took them out before you could say anything. It's always a possibility. Be ready for it. Alright. And I'm going to leave that. So just to remind everyone, those the Dispel minigame is something I am really terrible at. So what I've been doing is just skipping it. Auto attempt it, and if that doesn't work, then I'll move on. Because if I fail either the minigame or the auto attempt, it does a crap load of damage. Oh my god. More hover corpses, excellent. So I just don't have fun with it. And I don't think there's any times where I really need to use it absolutely, so I'm just skipping. I'm just skipping the time. Sweet, look at that. Don't look at that one. Look at the other part. The part where I was awesome. Nice. Worked out in the end. I'll take it. Actually, I think that probably is my actual catchphrase, because I seem to say it a whole lot. Alright, yes, that's people I'm freeing. Sweet. So all I have to do is keep moving deeper into the cave until I find the guy's daughter and free her. And probably beat the crap out of the slavers. So far, that's been my MO down here, and it's working nicely. I like the results. The results being lots and lots of dead slavers. Not a bad thing. Alright. Where do I want to go here? I want to take the North Fork first, it looks like, if possible. There might be a locked door or something keeping me from going straight there, but we'll see. Nope. No such thing. So I'll start with the Relentless Assault this time because I don't have a full mana bar and I don't want to use anything just yet. So really, I probably don't need to. I can most likely take these guys out with just the Relentless Assault. It'd be fun to bust out the Wrath, but I don't really need to, I don't think. Plus, right now, I've almost got a full mana bar. Yep, didn't need it.
Oh, thank you.
I've come to rescue you.
It was awful. They were going to sell me to the Tuatha and send me to some place called the Keening. I've got to get back to Father. I'm returning to my father. You should talk to him too. I'm sure he'll reward you.
The Keening? That's a new one on me.
He's the best tinkerer there is. Everywhere we go, people know him and line up to give him work. But Father never likes to stay in one place for long. I can always spot the faraway look he gets when he's ready to move on.
Actually, I think I might have heard of the Keening before, but I don't remember what it is, so I'm going to have to keep it in mind. That sounds important.
Father has been teaching me to be a tinker, but I can't seem to get the hang of it. I think I'd like to be a scholar. Whenever we stop in Odessa, Father has to practically drag me out of the librarium. I don't know much, only that it's where the Tuatha were going to send us. I don't imagine it's a place I'd want to go.
Well, that probably is a fair assessment, honestly. Alright, so yeah, that's all of them freed. I am going to check down that south path that I passed before. Make make sure there isn't somebody else that needs to be liberated. Because ain't no slavers getting out of here alive today. If you are a slaver, and today was your on-shift day, I'm very sorry. Things are working out bad for you. Isn't that just how it happens? Whole clerks thing? I wasn't even supposed to be here today. Well, what are you gonna do? There we go. I gotta wonder if on consoles, maybe, you can use an actual joystick for that lockpicking and maybe use a little less force so that they don't break so easily, because it seems odd that on easy locks my picks break just as easily as they do on hard ones. Now, it could be intentional. I'm not sure. Because certainly the sweet spot on easy is much bigger than it is on harder ones. So maybe that's how they intended for the balance to show up. But it seems like it would make more sense to have some mechanism to make the blades not break. Maybe there's one and I'm not seeing it is all, but... Ouch. That is a bad place to die. I'll leave him there, and him there, as a warning to future generations. Alright, so this is the way I haven't explored? Yeah, it looks like a dead end, but as of right now, normal treasure chests don't show up on my map, so I'm betting there's one of these down here. Because the game doesn't often herd you into dead ends with nothing whatsoever down there. And there's a weapon rack. Kind of like a chest. Except that one doesn't have anything interesting on it. Huh, no chest. Making a fool out of me. Not that it's hard to do, but still. Alright. Shall we exit the cave? I think so. Make sure there isn't anything else I want to take a look at, like this big spooky face. Nope. Don't want to stick around that for long. And yeah, that should be the whole cave. Excellent. So, it wasn't quite a 2-for-1 with the quests like I thought it was. There was the slavers in one area and the rest of the bandits in another one, but still that wasn't too difficult. And I've got most of this area mapped out down here, everything except that little area and the road between there. And I've still got some stuff to explore over here too, but I think there's still some more quests that I can do to take care of stuff. So let's head west for right now, because there's no good teleport locations that I can see. So I'm going to have to hoof it there. And if I have to kill a bazillion bandits online, well, so be it. That is the way the cookie crumbles. The cookie crumbles into a pile of dead bandits. That is how that turn of phrase goes. Oh. See, I said before, it really is a beautiful area out here, but I'm kind of eager to see something besides just straight up grasslands. And that's one reason I think I'm going to enjoy seeing the deserts down south. Which, we've now just about finished exploring all this area.
Hey there!
So it's going to be interesting. Alright.
Oh, Julia's back. You did it! I can't thank you enough, stranger. Of course, any amount is insufficient to express my thanks, but please take this gold in payment. We'll be on our way then. Travel safely.
Alright, take care. Meanwhile...
Conover's dead. I can't believe it. That'll show Lord Candrian. If his lordship's had his way, we'd be wearing a rut around Melaglir shouting, "Hey, stop that over the pikes while this villain bled us to death." You've earned this. Spend it well.
Will do.
Never saw a more drastic change in a gnome. When his daughter came back, he just about burst with joy. He even offered to help us get back to town. Quite a change from cursing and spitting at us.
All
See you
right.
later then.
Alright, so where do we want to go next in the areas? Turn on the world map, and let's start going through the quest log one more time. Oh yeah, Grinning Vein. That wasn't far from here, was it? The Lucky Mine. Yeah, let's head for that next. I had that for a while. And he sounds like he could be an interesting challenge. Probably won't be. But I've had this on my quest log for quite some time. Flooded Cavern, haven't seen too many of those. Ooh, I like the look of this place, this is cool. Very unique as far as what I've seen so far. Interesting. I've had to swim before, but having a cave be this submerged right at the start. That's new. Ooh. Oh, those bastards! They led me into the traps! That's actually pretty cunning of them. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Or maybe they were setting off the traps. What is going on in here? Looks like I've had 2 points of interest too. I don't remember what that one is, but that one's closer. Let's take care of that one first. What are those explosions I hear? Is that what it is? Just explosions? It's interesting. Ooh, these guys have plenty of health. If that's all they're going for them, well, they're not going to last long. Case in point. A hard unlock, eh? Not a good thing. Let's see what we can do. Sweet. Creator healing potion. Welcome to the team. Here's the chest I want, which luckily isn't locked. Oh, yeah, that booze that the guy wanted. Why did he want whiskey from a big spooky cavern? I don't know. Is this going to be another one where he's up to something, or is it just that he has a very esoteric taste in booze? It's hard to tell, actually. Could be either. I'm not going to fault him if he's got a very weird and esoteric taste in booze. But guy probably does need to learn to keep going to his own spooky caves. Ooh, that sounds nice. Still got ominous explosions happening in the background. Not super happy about that. That bass rumble, yeah, that's new as far as me going to caves and hearing big spooky bass rumble. Alright, so I'll go straight up ahead and then just hang a right, and that should take me right to Grinning Vein. No, come on. There we go. Sweet. Alright. Unfortunately, after the last hit of Wrath, it kind of pushes everybody out. So, you know, I wonder if it would be worth it skipping that last hit of Wrath sometimes, just to keep everybody in nice and close. I'm not even 100% sure I can do that, but that seems logical. Definitely something to look into sometime. Do a little experimentation. Alright, I'm going to save again, because this place is creeping me out just a little bit. Not sure if those explosions are supposed to be just window dressing or if there's something going on. Soon enough. Well, nothing too interesting. Oh, and I don't have quite enough to do the Wrath for right now anyway. Give it a second. There we go. Alright. battle frenzy. Just trying to finish off that other assassin so I can keep it, but no dice. But that's the last of them. That's him anyway. Not necessarily the last of them, but the last big problem, I think. Oh, still a couple more down there. This won't take long at least, even with them wheeling on me. Nice, there we go. Alright. Take Vane's armband, gladly. Nope, still got those explosions, and they... Is it just me, or do they feel a little bit closer? I can't even tell if I'm actually being paranoid at this point. Oh, see, the screen's shaking. Right? Am I the only one seeing this? Am I flipping out? Somebody let me know. I feel like it could be either way at this point. So there is a way much deeper into the cave, but I don't have any quests that require me to go that deep yet. I'm curious, though. I'm already here, right? So let me save again since I just killed, effectively, a boss, right? And then we'll press on. Somebody dead in what looks like a cave-in. Not a great sign. Ooh. And that way's blocked as well, so this might be a storyline thing that I can't go back in until something happens where I get told that I need to go in there and take care of some business. That's okay. I wasn't in any rush. And we'll get in there eventually, I'm sure. I'm not too worried. And it's interesting to know that this area isn't done with me yet either. I'll be eager to see what else there is in here. There's definitely something going on here. I know I'm not crazy about that much. Let's take all those. Take all those. And head towards the exit. Luckily all those traps got triggered at least. Hello, I didn't see that item up on the platform there. It's a skeleton, it looks like. Oh, not bad at all. Anything else that I missed? No? I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and get out of here then. Neat little side area so far. I'm happy with it. Alright, where to next? Deliver the whiskey. I don't suppose I've got a teleport point for that? Yeah, I do. Excellent. Alright, Durfel, I got your very difficult to get booze. Hopefully he's appreciative. Durfel. Still not over that. What a wonderful name. Ooh. Didn't see that chest here before, I don't think. If nothing else, that'll probably make it worth my while.
Hello. Ah, a bottle of the Rialte Brocaire. This is going to treat me right. Yes, indeed. You've done me quite the boon fetching this. Though I'll admit it leads me to outrageous wagers. For instance this. If you can complete 8 labours of my choosing, I shall give you the treasures of Erether.
I do like treasure. I agree to your terms.
Excellent. You've already fetched the Rialte Brocaire for me. That can count as the first of the 8 labours. Well done. Now, your next task. Take this letter to a man named Matix Dace in the village of Condrian to the south. That is all.
Who's Matix Dace?
Matix Dace is the resident brewmaster of the Condrian Inn. He spent his entire life behind that bar. When you give him the letter, it's probably best if you don't mention me immediately. Let him figure things out for himself.
Oh, that sounds suspicious.
He was once a kind man, good for a laugh or an encouraging word. When I kidnapped his sister, though, something inside him snapped.
When you what?
And I cannot blame him, of course.
When he what?
Farewell.
Okay, so this is not the eccentric forest recluse I thought he was. I'm gonna have to find more information about this guy, so for the moment, yeah, let's go ahead and play along, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna head east first of all, just across that last little bit of shadow off the map. Nice. Alright, switch to the longsword. Very nice. I really feel like I'm getting into a groove in the combat with this game. I know it's still not exactly putting on a clinic or anything like that, but considering how I was doing before and all the struggles I was having, it's night and day. All the options I have, all the way I'm putting it to use. Alright, that's everything right there. So Kandrian must be down there, because I don't think I've seen it yet. Yeah, it's got to be south of Meliglir. But for the moment, let's go ahead to Helmgard. Turn in this quest. And I think we might have one more quest to turn in as well. I know it's never tremendously exciting on the stream where I'm just taking care of business like this, but it won't take long.
Mind your ways while you're here.
Grinning Vein is dead.
That Freeman bastard that drove up Lucky Mine? Well done. Real Warsworn work, that. And here's your gold.
Sounds good to me.
Good night to you.
Alright, hang on just a moment. Sorry, I had to sneeze and decided to mute myself to save you from the horrible noise of it. Whenever I can. It's the little things that I do. Alright, where to next? Alright, there's the stones. So let's head back to Rathir. Turn those in at the Scalia Arcana and let him know what happened. This is for that quest with the guy who exploded himself off the mountain, and then I had to finish the job anyway.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
And you know what? That's a pretty badass story right there. It would have been badass enough with the exploded himself part, but survived the fall several miles off of a mountain. That's impressive. Don't discount that.
Move along!
And I do like the Scalia Arcana building here. Unlike a lot of times in games where buildings are supposed to be these huge, impressive institutions, but they don't actually feel that big, this one does. This one feels like it's got some weight to it. And the downside is that means it takes you a little while to run around it, get from point A to point B, but I think it's worth it in this case. Alright.
There you are.
Oh, back where we started the stream at.
Good, you're back. As much as I'm dying to know what transpired atop Skycrown, that'll just need to wait until the Archsage is through with you.
What
He
now?
requested you join him in his quarters, just around the corner down the hall.
Let's hope he's not possessed as well.
Greetings.
That'd be bad. Oh, jeez. You know what? I'm gonna save. The Archsage quarters. What kind of quarters are these? Because this doesn't look like quarters. This looks like a big spooky cave. Big! Wow! Big doesn't even begin to describe it. This is the dude's room? Oh no. Intricate glyphs surround the body on the floor, seemingly drawn in the dead man's blood by his own hand. One empty space is visible within the complex pattern, located just above the prone man's head. Well, this sounds like a terrible idea. Let's do it. Hello?
There you are. At last. I had hoped you'd come sooner. The curse is strong. That you are here at all is a godsend. The creature that has stalked the minds of our savants. Nuala, Kadok, and Ethan. She is here. She has come for me.
Oh,
at
damn.
last.
I was afraid of that. Who is she?
She is the one that has stalked the minds of our greatest mages. But there is a more troubling history than that. Once I have been freed, there will be plenty of time to discuss her true nature.
Oh, never say that. That never ends well. How can we stop her?
I am not the Archsage without cause. I had prepared myself for this manner of attack. It is how I can speak with you now. She is assuming control of my uncontrolled thoughts. I cannot venture out of this sanctum, lest I fall to her. You must thwart her plans. Take this, the true history of our order. It is the only help I can give you now.
What can I expect from her?
The sorceress has taken over some parts of my mind. They will be strong, magnified aspects of myself. Be wary.
Interesting.
As the Archsage, I've trained myself to withstand attacks to my mind. Her previous attempts were weak, not as immediate as this. She does not target my conscious self now. She instead moves to conquer my repressed flaws, my misguided thoughts, and she will exploit them in time. I have been following what has happened to the savants that conducted your initiation. Those poor souls. If this dark sorceress is done with them, she must have learned all she could. She must be near her goal.
Well, that's a bad thing.
There is more to our history than books and scrolls, but we must solve matters here first. Then I will answer all you ask.
Alright, so let's check out this book first of all, because I'm curious what he meant about the true history. The Fall of the Dark Imperium. And so it came to pass that in the years of strife, when the tyrant Queen Sedanis, who we've heard about before, had sown the fields of Erythel thigh-deep with blood, 3 unlikely souls found their way out of the dark. The first was a man named Eladin Bloodgood. A Varani shaper, he came to Erythel from far to the north, searching the world for the knowledge of stone. After refusing to build a temple in Sedanis' name, he was cast into prison. The second was a gnome named Maris Torix, a gifted Gnosticant. He had long ago left for the safety and comfort of his libraries to travel the world, to learn of things with his own eyes. For teaching a doctrine different from the unquestioning worship of Sedanis and her regime, he too was cast into prison. The third was born deep within the dungeons of Rathir, a young Alfar girl named Eleanor Bray, who grew to maturity blinded by the darkness that was her only home. So we've heard of this all so far. So far we're not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Upon Eleanor Bray's adolescence, ascendance to adulthood, deep within the dark of the Empyrean's prisons, the gifts of elemental magics came to her. In fury, the girl burned the dungeon to the ground. Guided by Masters Torix and Bloodgood, she learned to wield her gift, and together, the 3 of them dared to fight against the Tyrant Queen. Word spread quickly of a new group of masters, mages, and artisans who would teach any willing to learn. In time, others courageous enough to challenge the Empyrean's might came forward, and what started with a resistance of 3 quickly became 10, then 100, then 1,000. Terrible battles of magic were waged. Thousands perished, entire cities were scoured from the face of the world, and untold horrors were birthed as each side tried desperately to craft the means of their victory. The Empyreans sought the destruction of their enemies by any method. No sacrifice was too great, no atrocity too horrid. The darkest and foulest of arts were pursued, and the cost to the populace was unrivaled by that in anyone's memory. But the light of the three refused to be extinguished. The strength of Master Bloodgood, his wisdom and his skill, set the form and foundation of their hope. The brilliance of Master Torix, his knowledge and his insight, unlocked the chains of their bondage. And the passion of Mistress Bray, her spirit and her fury, lit the way to freedom. What none could do alone, these three achieved together. 7 years after earning their freedom, high upon the heights of the Spire of Rathir, they battled Sedanus, and the Dark Empyrean was imprisoned. Alright, here's where we're getting to the interesting part. Too powerful to be destroyed, she was contained beneath what would become the grounds of the Scalia Arcana, sealed away by the arcane glyphs and ruins of our three founder. Here she will remain, and you, Archsage, are the only sentinel of her prison. For on this foundation was the Order built, to reach the greatest extents of knowledge, lest the reign of the Dark Empyrean returns again. Guard this wisdom and find a worthy successor. Different paths have led each into the chains of slavery, but it was there that each found strength from the other and together found their freedom. And so it was that the Scalia Arcana came to be. So I think that actually might have been the history we had before. Except in this case, you know, it went on to explain about the Dark Empyrean. So now we do know what her deal is. That's... wow, alright. Mistakes were made, dude. So, now I've got to explore his mind and find evil Empyrean ass to kick. Sweet. Ooh, so that wasn't just a chest, that actually had stuff in it. So the chest in here might actually be important. The possession begins. It has come, what Ephraim has warned me of. The fear that has plagued the mind of every archsage of our order has come to pass. She is awoken. She has found a way from her cell. I thought when such a time came, it would prove to be a more marked event that we would notice as the harbinger of her freedom. And though I had reports of an initiate whose trial killed some savants and drove others to madness, she did not appear immediately. That was me, by the way, if you don't remember. And that was her greatest triumph. For all that we knew of her, we expected her appearance to be marked by cataclysm and chaos. The raging storm has no need of subtlety and cleverness, for with a whim, its winds can rip flesh from bones and burn all in its path. But she knew we would gird ourselves for such assaults, and connive to overwhelm the strongest of our orders from the shadows. And now there are two left, myself and the mind of the initiate who is present at her summoning. That's me. Even now I feel my mind beginning to falter. Ethan Ingar must have fallen, and with him there is but one left who I can support in earnest to assume the mantle of Archsage. But I cannot falter yet. I will summon the once-was initiate here, and with aid wrest control of my mind free from the dark sorceress. To have my mind be walked upon is troubling. There are many things in here I wish no one to face or learn, for they are the things I had to rid myself of long ago when I assumed leadership of the Scalia Arcana. But if she is to be felled, I must be rid of her. Alright. So, there is going to be some shit in here, it sounds like. Oops. These two are probably immune to wrath, so let's go with that instead. Ancient Liege. Decent amount of health, actually. Probably have to harpoon on that to keep it. Man, there we go. I should be able to fell without too much trouble, as long as I keep on her, keep using my harpoon when she gets too far away, just like that. Bitchin'. That went well. I remember when Leon and she were a huge problem for me. The mantle passes. Let's see what that is. He has passed. After but a few weeks upon attaining the level of savant, I was summoned to the chambers of the Archsage. deep in the cavern beneath our chapter house and found him on the floor, struggling for breath but otherwise still. Helped to his senses, he reveals that he was dying, and though Belen had reached out to take Ephraim, he had yet to draw him to death. It was then he laid everything bare. No truth was omitted, no lie spoken. The true purpose of our order, the true meaning of our values and studies, were after all my life made plainly understood. And with that he passed, pressing the band of cloth, the ring of the archsage, into my hand. I was to take the reins, he said. For better or for worse, it had to be me. So yeah, like he said, these scrolls are turning out to be the little bits of his life. So that's kind of cool. Let's head north next. I don't know if there's a specific direction the game wants me to go in. But I'll head where I can. Excellent. Sweet, I think I got the both. Nice. I got the stun on the one shot. There we go. Oops. And of course it's worn off by now. A little bit of I get him stunned. Very nice. Fantastic. Whew, 2 weapons, no problem. Head right over to the cliff. And then an odd patronage. Check that out. Archsage Ephraim has taken me into his confidence once more, though I do not know why. Were I to appraise my skills honestly, I have only a tolerable competency and interest in gemcraft and alchemy. I found some small enjoyment in the art of creating and dispelling wards, but there is only one application of the craft that I truly find myself attracted to and master of: battle magic. At first, it was no small shame of mine that, unlike my scholastic brethren I trained with for the majority of my life, I did not wish to live my life always in the library. My father, from what little I recall of him, lived part of his life as a warrior, and I suppose that blood has passed down to me. But still, what use would I be as an apprentice to the Archsage of our order? Should that rank not go to a better rounded student of magic? I know little of the Archsage's duties. Indeed, I believe that was my inquiries regarding this ignorance that first brought myself to Archsage Ephraim's attention. But should they not act as custodian? Oh, sorry, I lost my place. Should they not act as custodian to the whole business of the order and not merely one part of it? There are many better candidates amongst my peers, who, upon noticing Archsage Ephraim's increased attention to myself, have made similar claims in less polite terms. To be fostered by one as the Archsage, I do not wish a chain of ink and parchment on myself. As long as magic changes, there will always be battles to be fought with it. So, of course, now we know why they wanted a badass to be in the role of Archsage. Because it is a dangerous job. And they need someone who can kick ass in it, not just do study and things like that. So what else awaits us? Oh, this looks like a dead end. Hello?
Persistent, aren't you?
Damn it.
From ruins to mountaintops, even in the mind of your pathetic archsage, who, despite you standing here, has given up hope. In fact, right now he is trying to tell you it is useless to fight Ciara Sedanis.
How are you manipulating him?
In all the minds I have seen, there have been none that carried such indifference as this archsage. Does he care about the wars that wage across his land? No. Does he care for the lives of his subordinates? Not in the slightest. He long ago surrendered to the inevitability of my return.
You are Ciara Sedanis?
Yes. I am the tyrant queen of the Dark Empyrean. The fools of the Scholia Arcana believe I was killed, but the Arch-Sage knows the truth. It is, perhaps, why he has surrendered all hope. He knows I cannot be defeated, only delayed.
You know how this went. I've kicked your ass enough times at this point.
I do,
Whoa.
as does this Arch-Sage. Look at this man. He is a pawn of fate, completely surrendered to it. He has hidden this apathy from the world, but now, let it be seen.
What is
The
that noise?
demons of this man's mind are yours to contend with, child.
Oh no. Whoa. Alright. Alright, that used the all on me. Just lay it down. Didn't quite finish it off. And there goes that was enough. Whew. Yeah. Oh. So that's a difference right there. I can take out mages, no problem. Without any support, especially. So that's what he meant about amplified aspects of his mind. I see. Oh, no, not weapons. Let's check out that scroll. The world I left. And if she thought that leaving those flowers pressed in the tome would work, she was right. By the gods, I thought that years of books and tutelage and learning would be enough to prepare me for anything. But the world of troubles and problems that I did not eventually have to solve, and they did not. Nothing could have prepared me for her, sitting on a hill and waiting for me as the sun came down, the wind teasing out the red-brown hair that flowed like water and wine. So long for it had never touched a blade in its life. She laughed and it smelled like apples smell. She smiled and it sounded like birds in spring. I only came to test her aptitude to spellcraft, and in those scant seconds before we spoke to each other, I nearly fell so far into her eyes that I could not hope to escape. How could a force as strong as this exist? Am I just a fool in a line of fools that spanned centuries? Disarmed though I was, I carried out my duly appointed task. She laughed and told me that she had no desire to lead a life of craft and books and study, to forsake life as it is lived for life as it might be. And looking into her eyes, I could not come to find her at fault. There is a world out there that is different from the one we of the Scholia lead. I walked away from that world some time ago, and only once, when I met her, have I ever had cause to regret that decision. Aw, that's sad. I mean, it seems like, for the most part, the decision worked out for him, but regrets, not the happiest thing in life. Alright, time to save, because that was crazy dangerous. And no telling what else we still have to see ahead. So there's definitely still some paths to be explored here in the dream world. Starting with this southern road. Nice block. Use my great sword on these guys. They're slow enough. I can afford to be a little slow too. Just like that. And they're toast. So what is this? Oh, that's kind of spooky. So I'll take another look at it once I get all the loot drops out of there so you can see it a little better. I'll have to break those down in a second. that's... Table of skeletons, that's weird. Alright, I'm at my inventory limit, so I'm going to junk a couple things. Well, those are really nice robes, but unfortunately, I don't wear robes. Right now, the more important thing is making sure I've got enough space in my inventory for the rest of those, rest of the items I'm going to come across in here. And let me just go in here real quick. Where's that? No, I want to go in consumables. And I'll get rid of some of the other minor potions in here. I should probably just use that, as a matter of fact. You know, heck, let me just use it right now. But then I'll junk these three, get some nice gold for it, and hopefully that'll last me. The human's talent. Professor Aowillin was sore at me today because my potion was able to cure the aurochs of clover bloat and Valyon's wasn't. She said I had relied too much on luck to ensure my balances were correct and that Valyon's reagents had wilted in the summer heat, but I know the real reason she's mad is because her prize student isn't as good as the human. The Alfar seem to have wielded magic since always, and humans have had to make do otherwise. But every day I feel stronger and stronger. The Alfar know I'm not the only human that can use magic to this degree, and they know it. They're afraid that they're going to lose the only thing that's kept them lording over us for decades, and Professor Aowillin thinks that I'm the face of the coming change. She's afraid of me. She should be. When I was less than 2 and 5, I burned my family's woodshed to the ground with a thought. Some of her students had to train for years before they could make as much as a cinder, and even though I'm good at it, I'm not going to spend my life studying potioncraft and writing tomes. The heat from that fire only warms my hand. It's a comfort, the only one I still have left. This is neat. This is something we haven't really gotten in this game before, going so deep with one character's story. I'm really having fun with it. And is this a spooky bridge? Oh man, it's a very spooky bridge. Oh, I'd like to be off this now. Thank you. Whew. Little spooky.
And so my attempts to foster his indifference seem to have met their end. It does not matter. I have accomplished all I would have liked to. My freedom is guaranteed.
That's not good.
So I can focus my attentions on you. You are my closest friend, after all. You served your purpose well.
What have you done to his mind?
This body is the incarnation of the Archsage's goals and ideals. For all his aspirations, the man is a slave to his discipline. It is a pity. Had I the time to foster some of these ambitions, he would make a useful pawn, just like you.
Now hang on, what do you mean my purpose?
Do you not understand, child? It was your initiation that freed me. The magic of the spell could not find your potential, and so it chose the greatest power this world has ever known.
Oh no. So not intentionally my fault, but just being who I am has awakened her, and that's really unfortunate. Leave the Archsage's mind.
Yes, it is a tawdry thing, after all. But his goals and ideas are too delicious to leave alone. And all around us you can see the parts of himself he sacrificed, just to reach this pathetic level of power. Let us reawaken some of these cast-offs. I think they might enjoy it.
Oh no, gotta find some more aspects of himself. Some sacrifice sacrifice. Yeah, 2 sacrifice and ambition. That's kind of sad. I mean, it's good that he locked away his ambition. Since he has such responsibility. Oh, and that took out both the sacrifices. Well, that's handy. Saves me the time, that's for certain. Alright, so that's all of it. So let me just check these chests. The Wild Flame, let's check that out. A lot of reading today. Sorry if that is not your thing. Mommy isn't crying. The funny men with pointed ears are taking me. And Mommy isn't crying, but she looks like she will. Isn't she sad? Why isn't she being sad? She might be mad at me still for what I did to the woodshed, but it wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to. I just got so scared when that dog got near me that I threw my hands up, and then there was fire and heat and the woodshed was on fire, and I didn't know I didn't want to make it, but the dog caught fire too and I couldn't stop. I could only stare and watch as everything started to burn around me, and I was so sorry, but it wasn't enough, and Daddy found me and hit me hard, once in the eye and once in the back. And I told him, I said, Daddy, I didn't mean to, and he did it anyways. I was so sorry. And he kept hitting me until I stopped crying, but Mommy just stood there, and she was crying, but it was a quiet, and it was to herself. Oh my God. And it's like watching her now, as they're taking me away. They have me by the hand, and they're leading me away, and no one's saying goodbye, and no one's saying I'll miss you, and no one's saying they love me. I am put in the care of strangers, and I'm going away forever to learn how I made things burn. I'm sorry, Mommy, and I'm so very sorry. Oh, jeez. So they saved the grimmest one for last. Whew, that's dark. And now, he was talking before about things that maybe he didn't want seen in his mind, and I think that's probably the prime candidate right there. That certainly seems to be like it'd be high on the list of things people don't want to talk about to others. Whew. All right.
I no longer feel the prying of Sardanis on my mind. You have freed me of her. Thank you, Adept. By freeing me of her influence, I can distill for you those thoughts you have liberated. From my ambition, I can impart to you an indomitable resolve. From my indifference, I can craft a fearless impartiality. The choice is yours.
Ooh, interesting. How can you give me this gift?
I am the Archsage, but I am also a human. There were certain flaws of character that I had repressed. Sardanis intensified those flaws until they threatened to overcome me. By destroying them, you freed me of these flaws. I can give you the knowledge of this freedom.
So, I know it's kind of cheating, but I'm going to look up what exactly those two mean, because I don't want to choose a skill up not knowing what they are. I'm doing this blind for the most part, but still, that's always really frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's going to be giving me a permanent upgrade, is what I think. And how am I supposed to choose a permanent upgrade without knowing what I'm supposed to be collecting here? That is really weird. Alright, so it looks like both of them. Do they both do the same thing? Oh, interesting. Well, I guess that would be one reason not to tell me exactly what they do, is they appear to do the same thing. In which case, I choose Discipline. Imbued with the tempered ambition of Archsage Calidus, you are filled with a hardened resolve and feel capable of achieving any goal. Plus 5% elemental resistance, plus 1 to sorcery abilities.
Indeed. You have shown enough of it on your own for one lifetime. But we will need all we can muster to face the coming storm. Now, are we able to depart? We have much to do in order to begin.
Yep, let's get out of here.
Good. When we return, speak with me. The sorceress will not be suffered any longer.
So I finally freed someone without having to kill them. That's nice. But she's still out there, and she may be more free than she's ever been. That's a little scary. Alright, so they got that mirror over there where I can actually change my appearance. Which makes me wonder, because usually the only other place I've seen one of those is in my house. And if I'm going to get this as a house later on, that is going to be badass. Let's check out this letter, though. Dearest Awa, thank you for your concern. I am well aware of the lack of learning in the newest members of our order. If nothing else, this should lend some credence to Rasp's concerns, as it seems that more people are becoming attuned to magic, including those who have never had formal tutelage. Interesting. Oh, hello. There's another spooky path right there. You know, while I'm here, let me just check this place out. Oh, that's nerve-wracking. Whew, alright. Not a huge fan of that. And I can't actually interact with that. Interesting. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here yet. Yeah, probably. So I did see a gem crafting table and what looked like some other people. So I'll check that out before I take off. But otherwise, I think we're gonna be done with this cave at least. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of people there. Oh, those are brownies. Friendly brownies? That's new. Don't see those too often. I wonder what their deal is. Well, again, I don't want to just be stumbling around blindly, so presumably I'll learn. What is the... Oh, I can't interact with anything. Screw that. Maybe it's because this place isn't my home yet. I guess that would make sense. Not allowed to use stuff in somebody else's house. Seems like a good rule, right? Video game is enforcing politeness. This isn't your house, don't go around touching all this stuff, jeez. Who do you think you are? Alright, so I'm back in the Scalia Arcana. So let's head out of here real quick. I'm probably wasting my time, but... Sweet. I'm gonna double check and make sure I got all of the trainers in here. Shouldn't take
Alchemy
about
is
a
about
moment.
creating something worth more than the sum of its parts.
Oh, don't appear to have. Oh, that's an advanced trainer too. Very nice.
You can find me here.
Well, cool. Glad I decided to check. So that's alchemy increase. Very good. I'll stop.
Hello.
It's not a gem table. Where's the other trainer? Back up to the north, it looks like. I don't know if she just appeared recently or if I just totally didn't think to look in this area before, but either way, I'm glad I'm finding them now. See, I feel like I've been here.
Wards can be a tricky thing if you don't know how to handle them.
Yes, yeah, I did do his.
Keep care of yourself.
So I'm not sure why I didn't do the other one. Actually, come to think of it, it could be because my alchemy level was too low last time I was here, since it's an advanced trainer.
Good day.
And I think I might have found an alchemy book recently, and that would have bumped my level up a little bit. Interesting, interesting. Alright, I'll make a new save. Have a chat.
I am sure you have questions, and I shall do my best to answer them. First, let me say this. No adept in the history of the Scolia Arcana has earned the Savant's Ring more than you. Take it with my gratitude.
Level up.
Now prepare yourself. The time for suffering the predations of our enemy is at an end. It is our turn to strike.
Now you're talking. What is it that you propose?
It is time for you to learn the truth of our order. The truth of Sierra Sardanus and the fall of the Dark Empyrean. Sierra Sardanus was never killed, Savant. She was imprisoned within the very stones of Rithia. Because of you, she has awakened, and though trapped, she has proven formidable. Now to destroy her, we must release her.
That sounds like a really bad idea. Who else knows the truth?
The truth of the Scully Arcana's founding, its true purpose, is a secret that has been passed down from Archsage to Archsage. We have many savants within our order, those supremely gifted in the arts of alchemy or sagecrafting or scholarship. But there is a reason that Archsages are chosen according to their mastery of war magic. Because one day, Sardanus will return, and one must be prepared to face her.
Tell me what I need to do.
Since her awakening, Sardanus has been reaching out from her prison and possessing mages within our order. Her goal was the creation of 3 elemental keys: the sun, storm, and frost stones that you hold now. We will use these keys exactly as Sardanus intended. We will free her, and I will kill her.
This sounds like such a terrible idea. But it's a video game. Very well, let's do it.
The brilliance of Aladan Bloodgood led the founders to build the very grounds of the Scully Arcana into a spell. The glyph that imprisons Sardanus. Let the magic guide you. Walk the grounds and place each key with the appropriate founder, and the spell will be undone. When Sardanus is free, join me at the center of the glyph. She will emerge, and I shall make my stand.
I feel like that's gonna go really badly for him. But I'm the protagonist, so that's what I'm here for. Nice. Alright, let's do this terrible thing.
The prison is free. Only one more key remains.
I'm just thinking, if the 3 founders couldn't take her down, why does he think that he's gonna be able to do it? Seems really dangerous.
I can feel the harmonies of the spell. Why does he not believe us? No, you must.
So long I have anticipated this moment. To savor the sweet taste of freedom, and to destroy the legacy of those that imprisoned me. And I owe it all to you. From the beginning, you've played your part with a bright perfection, each step in harmony with my will. Fool. So much potential. It is a pity I have to kill you now.
Oh crap. What'd you do to the Archsage?
Archsage. What silly titles you children use. That wretch would have been a servant in the Dark Empyrean. But rest assured, he is safe now. Deep within the very same spell that bound me.
Crap.
And he will rot there for all eternity.
Crap. How can traps be your nightmare? I've taught you how to avoid traps, bad Padawan. Hey there, Drav. That was a reference to that cave with like a couple hundred flameburst traps that I did in the last stream. You know, I actually did pretty good. I only got killed in there once, which just sounds a little silly to say, but it was spooky. That was a stressful part of the stream last time. Anyway, how are you doing, Drav? Good. Thank you for stopping by this evening. I'm just about to throw down with an ancient sorceress. But must this end in bloodshed?
Of course it must. I've spent the last 7 centuries locked within a prison spell, forged from these very stones. I cannot step backward in time and visit my vengeance on those who put me here, but I can destroy their legacy. The Scholia Arcana will not survive the hour.
Oh, jeez. Oh! Didn't have time to do it. Alright. Let's pull out all the stops for this one. As a matter of fact, haven't done this in a long time. Nice. No, I don't think I'm going to be facing anything. I'm too busy with you. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill her before I run out of time though. That's unfortunate. I get to do my awesome kill at the end. I keep laying into her, but... Oh, wow. No, looks like I'm going to run. Oh, maybe! Oh, just barely. Whew. Nice. Still no new purple greatsword? No, I haven't got any good drops for weapons this session at all. No good drops for equipment at all this session.
You have done what no other member of our order could. You have faced Ciara Sedanus and emerged victorious. After your trial of initiation, Jubal Calidus gave this to me. I realize now he meant for you to have it upon his death. The Scholia Arcana owes you everything, and are now yours to command, Archsage.
Woo! And I got an achievement for that, and I guess I do get the sweet-ass Archsage quarters. Fantastic!
In moments of solitude, I wonder, with recent events plaguing our mages so, will we survive these coming times? With Savant Engar indisposed, running the day-to-day affairs of the chapter has fallen to me.
Alright. So I guess that's the end of the Scholia Arcana quest. That's awesome. Isn't it funny how pure might can still become the leader of the Mage Guild? Yeah, and all it took was me, you know, like killing everybody that would have been in front of me in the order of ascendancy. Not to mention that, what, this took like a week for me joining the order to taking it over? Not bad. Not bad. Alright, so where's the letter that he said? This one? Yep. A final word. To my successor, if you are reading this, then I have failed where you have succeeded. You now bear the ring of my rank and office, and you have earned it. I know the moment your initiation ritual was began that Sidanus had awakened. From that moment it was only a matter of time before she rose again. I regret not being able to prepare you better for what was to be, but if my estimation regarding your potential was in any way accurate, you will have made your way on your own. My legacy is now yours. You have inherited it along with the Order, a world which finds itself ever on the brink of change. The time of man approaches, and with it, a great and terrible freedom. Do your best to guide the Scholia Arcana, that she may guide the world through the perils to come. Lyria willing, with our aid, the mortal races will not lead themselves to ruin. Jubal Calidus, Archsage. P.S. Along with this letter and ring, Savant Matheme will also provide you with a key. It will open my chambers, which are now yours. Use what treasure lies within with wisdom and intelligence, and the fates themselves will favor you. Good luck. Sweet. Some loot in the Archsage chamber? Yeah, I was actually trying to look at it before, but it turns out you can't even look at the, treasures or any of the crafting tables in there before you get the key. So yeah, now that I got that, let me run back there and check out those chests right now. Because I do like loot. I like it a lot. I think this is the way. And then
Greetings, Archsage.
here? Yeah. Oh, and they call me Archsage now. Awesome. Awesome, liking that. That was a really cool quest line. I had a lot of fun with that. It built into the world well, had some big consequences, had a big old boss battle at the end. Not sure there's much more I could ask from a side quest. I mean, I might. I am pretty needy when it comes to my side quests, but I'm happy with that. The Mage Guild storyline is somehow the saddest because of all the death that's caused by air initiation. No, you're not wrong. There was a lot of death involved in that. I mean, I guess if there's any... There are a couple bits of silver lining. Number one is, it wasn't technically my fault. I mean, it was caused by my initiation. But then again, there was no way anyone could have really predicted that that was going to be the end result. And number two, and I think this is probably the more important thing, is that this whole thing that's been threatening the entire world, that the entire Mage Guild has been centered around stopping, is over. Ciara Sedanis is gone. And that is fantastic. You know, it's taken care of. The world's safe. So that is really good to hear. You know, it's not a huge, I don't know. You know, I saved the world from future troubles. That seems like it should be worth something. You got purples from the chamber? Yeah, I guess I really am unlucky. What are you gonna do, I guess? I can't even drop that in there. Why do I have so many low-level purples? Oh, in this case, it's partially because I haven't been to a store in a little while. So that I will be taking care of in a second. Ah, see. Alright, so right now I'm just seeing what I can drop off in here. And I'm probably going to want to drop a whole bunch of stuff, honestly. Archsage's ring. Ooh, that is really nice. Oh, I'll keep that, definitely. But in the meantime, I do need to get to a store. You are absolutely correct. My inventory is getting a little heavy. I gotta thin it out a little bit. What is back here, though? This is the one path I didn't go down last time. Hello? Hello? It's like a big old cavern. Just more loot? Wow, yeah. Crap load of treasure in here. I guess the Archsage didn't live light. Because they're wearing those rings that give them all those buffs. And yeah, I suppose you get enough equipment like that, you can just... You kind of don't have to stop casting, right? Once you get your mana regen high enough. Yeah, I can see why somebody would want that. I can see why the Archsage would be so tough to mess with. Oh my god, wait, the Archsage is still sealed away in the center of the earth, isn't he? Does nobody want to see if we can free him or something? We're just gonna leave him there? Alright, that part is sad. If we're just going to forget about the Archsage. I mean, I opened the chamber once, right? Can't we just do that again? Ouch. Sorry, dude. Didn't even think about that. Can we put it in the history books that he's down there at least? Poor guy. For some reason, the warriors or rogues don't get as many plus percentage all damage to their equipment, while mage can stack tons of it to the elements. You know, I didn't think about that, but yeah, it does seem like it's been, from the equipment I've seen, like it would be really easy to just stack, like, fire damage, for example, and then just run a fire-based killing machine. One thing I've wondered, if you happen to know, Drav, is, when I see, like, plus fire damage, if I've got a sword that does fire damage, does that count, or is it just talking about pure source fire damage, like from a fire spell? Because that's one thing I don't know about how to build my characters. Can I just put a fire element on my sword and then give myself a bunch of plus fire damage equipment, or does that not work? Is that not how it's intended to be working? As I go through the ritual of upping the quality of all my gems. It'd be kind of nice if there was just an upgrade all button in here. It does count for the fire damage. Alright. So that could be a thing that I do in the end game, is just make my weapon to be one specific element and then just buff the hell out of the elemental damage if I wanted to. And of course there I run the risk of running into enemies that are resistant to that element, but otherwise, that seems like a pretty decent plan. Unless I'm missing something. But since the elemental parts of warrior weapons are so low, it would not be a benefit to increase elemental damage on a warrior. Alright, fair enough. Then we've got alchemy table. And what is this over here? Oh, a forge, nice. Let me see what I can get rid of then. Ooh, the Stormblade's actually a tiny bit better than my Flame Blade. Alright. Sure, let's upgrade it. As a warrior, you're better off going for general percent damage or plus critical hit chance. Yeah, critical hit I haven't touched at all. But I'd certainly be willing to if it came down to it. Alright. Let's double check everything here. Ooh. All that does is add armor and health and mana, but I think I may still want that anyway. That's really nice. Such a big upgrade. And it's got that slot too, so I can add something else to it if I really wanted to. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that for right now. I'll hang on to the House of Ballad shield for the moment, but that's nice. The stats are more rare, but they benefit both the physical and elemental damage parts of your weapon. Alright. No, that's, I hadn't thought about that, so you can kind of double dip there. Now that is nice. I'll keep that in mind. I'm getting close to the time when I'm just going to start, crafting my big badass weapons and big badass equipment, so that is something I'm going to have to be thinking about. Thank you for, letting me know about it. So that's that. Now I've got to go sell some purples. And then I should be ready for a little while. So if you don't mind, let me ask you real quick, Drav. I've been playing around with the size and shape of my chat box on screen on the stream. What do you think of it right now, where it's at? Is it clear enough to read? Is it blocking too much of the screen? I'm taking opinions. I won't be able to really give it a good look until after the stream's over, but before the stream it was looking pretty nice, I think.
Good day.
Alright, so in the meantime, let me head out of here entirely. And then I'll have to see what quests I've got next. I'm not really sure where to go from here, because that was a big quest line. Actually, I think when I came here I was saying I have some other quest to turn in, maybe.
Greetings.
So let me look into that. The reason Mage gets so OP with all the plus elemental damage is that maybe the developers forgotten all the damage the Mage did as elemental. Yeah, right, so that if I put on plus elemental, it only buffs some of the things I do, but for mages, every single thing they do gets buffed up. So that gives them versatility. It gives them a wide range of attacks that are getting buffed all together. I completely see what you're saying.
Fetch this.
Alright. So I need to talk to
Never a moment's rest.
Captain Bradigan. I'll do that while I'm here, I guess. Or, oh no, I think that might have been the boat to the next area.
Beyond.
Well, we'll see once we get down here. Yeah, no, so I'm not going to do that. So let's just head out of the city right now. Chat box looks okay? Alright, cool. Thank you for helping me with that, Drav. I appreciate it. And once again, thank you for all the advice in the game.
Over common sense.
it's, I know I don't always take the advice, but I appreciate hearing it. And before I leave, I almost forgot to sell my stuff. I gotta stop doing that.
Students of magic?
I got some purples that need get rid of. So let's do that before we get too far.
It's what, Bill, my friend? What'll it be?
Alright. So let's get rid of some weapons, shall we? Let's see. So I can get rid of Merciless. Man, I have so much money. You have to keep an eye on it in other games, though, in case it overlaps with something in those games. Oh yeah, sure. I just wanted to see if it was okay for right now. I was trying to make it a little thinner than it had been in the last casts, because that had made me a little nervous. I didn't want it barging into the screen too much, but I think I'm happy with the width I've got right now. Alright, let me sell Pyromancer and Serenity. Now, Pyromancer, Serenity, and Fortune. Let me sell all those.
Bill, my friend. What'll it be?
Alright, Pyromancer, Serenity, and Fortune. Wow, that pushes me over 600k. That's amazing. Am I still happy with Pure Might, or do I itch to try another Destiny? Well, there's two answers to that question. The first one is, no, I'm very happy with Pure Might. I was saying at the beginning of tonight's stream that I'm really loving the combination of abilities I had right now. I think I would have gotten bored if all I was doing was just hitting things with my sword all the time. But instead, now, I've got all these abilities I can blast when I get into battle, and that's really fun. Really, really fun. So yeah, there's that. That's answer number one for you, is I'm having fun with Pure Might. Now, on the other hand, but it's the best dagger I have. I'll keep it till I find something better. That's what I've been doing with all these categories. So yeah, I'm happy with Might. Oh hey there, Zero. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for stopping by. On the other hand, I do want to definitely try out some of the other builds at some point. Maybe not, you know, this playthrough, but I'd like to do a playthrough as like a pure mage, maybe, just to try that out. Real quick, if you'll give me a moment. See if that works. Alright, if you look in chat right there, check out Zero right there. I've been watching his streams in the morning. Really fun guy, another variety streamer. Plays a lot of obscure stuff like I plan to. Yeah, he should be streaming a little bit after my stream ends, so once I'm done here, go check out his. You won't miss a thing. I have a lot of fun with him, you might too. Time to relax with Shane's relaxing voice. You know, I've been told that I have a good radio voice. So I'm glad you agree. Pure mage, so I want to one-shot everything once I have Meteor? Yeah, I want to one-shot everything pretty much all the time. One-shotting things is a blast, blast, blast. Going out to, soon to eat. So doing fantastically, extremely, wonderfully good. When you eat salad for dinner every day, the day you get to eat something else, it's pure gold. Well, of course I didn't want to have to do that, Zero, but I wanted to. You deserve it, man. I appreciate your streams, and I appreciate you stopping by. Where are you going to eat, by the way? I'm always a fan of food chat. Alright. I need to start getting rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, I think that is about this time when I need to start going through and really just saying, I'm never going to use these. See, that's a cool little item, but I'm never going to use it. Let's sell it. Tribal necklace. Ooh, that's got some good stats on it. Hang on to that. Docent's ring. That's +5/+5. Wait a second. That's +8/8. No, let's sell the Docent's ring. Adept's ring. That's +7, but the tribal necklace was +8, so no, I'll get rid of that as well. Going to eat an omurice restaurant? Yes, I do. I have never actually had omurice myself, but I'm familiar with the type of food. Is it a restaurant you've been to before? Is it a good place? You gonna enjoy it, or is it trying something new? Oh no, there's +10, so I'll get rid of the tribal necklace and keep the savant's ring. Pendant of warmth. Yeah, that's probably worth keeping around. That necklace and ring fit. Oh, damn it! Now I. Well, now I know that Drav. See, I finally get in the mood to start selling all the garbage in my inventory, and I sell the wrong things. It never fails. Alright, the Archsage's ring is even better, so I'll keep that one around and sell the Savant's ring. But, you know, let's be honest, I probably wasn't going to use either of them anyway. So, might as well just get rid of them. Let's go down to the other stuff that I can maybe just get out of my inventory. Way down here. Alright, letter from Archsage Calidus, sell. Letter Orwin to Awa. Oh, what about that skill book? Is that still floating around here somewhere? I thought I'd be able to sell that. I don't see it though, unless it's somewhere in my inventory that I'm missing it. Oh, here you are, hiding from me. It's a weird place to be hanging out. But I think I didn't get my inventory as low as I thought it would be. I'm not sure where all this is. Probably because I have all these master class quality potions at this point. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'll sell a couple things from the greater category. Greater jeweled shillelagh. What the hell is that? Temporarily increases your sagecraft. That's actually pretty interesting. It's a restaurant I've been to before, but it was a long time ago, so we're going there to check out if the seasoning didn't change. Not particularly special, but it's good food nonetheless. That's what counts, Zero. You know, even if you're going to say that it isn't necessarily a 5-star restaurant, if it's a restaurant that's, you know, got comfort food, the kind of food that makes you happy when you eat it. That's the most important thing. Increase, ooh, no, I'm going to keep that around. So I hope you enjoy it, Zero. They have to let me know next time I see you how the food was. Like I said, I do enjoy hearing about good food stories, as you probably noticed from me from rambling and raving about food in your chat yesterday. Alright, you know, that's going to be good enough for now. I've got 26 slots free. That should last me for a little while. I know, Drav, you're probably over there laughing. Oh, a whole 26 slots out of that 100 slot backpack, but we're gonna roll up, call it good enough. Good enough. Which is the grand bar that I aspire to in this game.
A prayer for our troops.
Food best topic. You are absolutely correct, Zero. Food is my favorite thing. How about you, Drav? You want to get in on this? What kind of restaurants do you like to go to out where you are? Anything in particular you wish you could be eating right now? You've given up on the backpack topic. Well, it's not necessarily my goal on the stream to break people's will, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, where do I want to go next? Oh, I need to check the book next. Zero, let me tell you, if you can figure out how to eat things out of chat, if you can figure out how to get food into chat directly to my mouth, I don't think there's enough money in the world to pay for how I can do that. I keep joking in people's chats when they say they're eating good food. Oh, email it to me. No, if someone can actually figure out how to email it to me, oh, I will be a happy camper, let me tell you. Oh shoot, it looks like probably just have to junk some of these things now that they're done with. I was hoping I could sell them, but they're still in there. Calm down, Zero. You get to the restaurant soon enough. That screen probably not very sanitary. You may come to regret that. Alright, let's check out the Omnibus Arcana. Final lesson. You have arrived at the final lesson, forming the foundation of magical inquiry. Of everything that you will learn at the Scalia Arcana, the most valuable lesson will be the principle of observation. The mastery of the elements, or the ability to invoke powerful sorcery, is useless without an understanding of one's surroundings. An environment is a complex system of interrelated attributes, and in order to function within one, you must be aware of the boundaries and rules of that system. Many of our order become myopic, closeted academic academicians? That's a new one for me. Academicians. Too concerned with their own learning to apply it to the world. Others haphazardly conduct their research in the hostile and unpredictable world. Both of these avenues end in failure to face your potential, or to successfully achieve it. Damn it, you're so hungry. Oh my god, that is an angry little Ness from Earthbound. That is an amazing icon. I don't know how you always find these great icons, Zero. That is a talent right there. All of the previous principles are useless without observation. Learn to regard your surroundings in as many ways as possible. Explore and consider the people around you. Meliglir is an example in preparation, but also a lesson in observation. The village has dwindled since the beginning of the war. The young were enlisted, and many others moved to safer locales. The once serene farmlands of Kandrian is now rife with bandits and monsters because Lord Kandrian hides in his keep, like so many of our reclusive sages. Similarly, the principle of duality inheres in observation. You have the freedom to control your fate, and your every decision is informed by your perception of your surroundings. Lord Kandrian refuses to fight the Tuatha, and he cannot make a wise judgment from behind stone walls. The battle you just faced is a direct result of Lord Kandrian's poor understanding of the principle of duality, because of ignorance of the existing conditions. Observation is the main tool with which we discover proof. It requires discipline in order to be effective. You may not be the most dutiful student of the principles of observation, but if you hadn't been prepared for that battle, you would have perished. In order to be prepared, you must have first... Oh man! Me tonight. In order to be prepared, you must first have immersed yourself in your surroundings and become aware of the dangers posed in this land. To conclude this examination, return to Savant Idris Theonin, where I just was naturally. Ah, jeez. Your future may lie outside the purview of the Scalia Arcana, however you will benefit from adhering to the methods of our order when you are tested. Yep, sage time. I try to read all the things off on screen, so in case someone doesn't read so fast, they can still get through it, but man, I'm getting tongue-tied tonight. How high is my sage crafting, Drav? Let's take a look. I'm not sure, actually. Sage crafting is all but 2 points from the top. The last one I got is the epic gem level, so I'm not quite to being able to remove gems from their sockets, but that's really, I think, pretty high, what do you call it, plateau to reach? Yeah, it's a pretty high plateau as far as actually crafting the gems. The other one doesn't let me make better gems, I understand it. I can just pop them out of my weapons. So that'll be nice to have, but right now I've got the top tier sage crafting abilities. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish off that page turn request. Yeah, I've already crafted a couple epic gems, and they've been nice to have.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
I still haven't gotten many pieces of equipment with epic slots in them, but once I do, it'll be nice that I can just sort of make whatever I want to and toss it in there. Shane, are you aware your hands are on fire? My what? My hands are on fire! Yes, that's, that's a, I've got like a fire damage buff on my gloves, and it's just been a running gag for like 3 or 4 streams now that I keep talking to enemies that are like, oh, I can take you out, and I'm like, did you not see my hands are on fire? Kind of a badass. Do you even know what to combine to get useful ones? Not strictly. Last time I made an epic gem, I just did some trial and error until I found one that I thought fit my build. I know that's something I could Google if I really wanted to nail it down, though. Alright, let's save in case I screw up my final exam. Even though I'm now the Archsage, shouldn't be a big deal.
excellent job. You've earned a Scholia Arcana stipend, if nothing else. Now, let's see what you've learned. What was the point of your final lesson?
The principle of duality.
No,
What?
that is all wrong. Were this the official exam, you would have failed miserably.
Well, that's unfortunate. But I did level up. Drevkar, I think she needs your help. As you can see, he is lost in this game. Oh man, am I so lost in this game. Flailing and flailing and flailing. Well, the system kind of gives you hints by the elements of the shards. If you combine a physical with physical, most likely something for the warrior would come out. That's what I was thinking. Alright. So, time to put a point in blacksmithing. As we keep going towards that master crafted milestone that I want so badly. We'll confirm that. And then here I'll put one last point in a great sword mastery. And then I think the other two, yeah, the other two are going into Wrath. Make it a little more expensive again, which I'm not hugely happy about, but man, that ups the damage a ton. Drevkar has been super useful. I would be... No link strap, sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Nightbot is a bit of a fussy guy. Sorry about that. No, if you whisper me the links, I'll take a look at them later, though. I appreciate you sending them to me. Sorry about that. Yeah, Nightbot automatically Nightbot automatically nails people for links. It's hard trying to find a good middle ground for Nightbot between making sure to keep the trolls out and actually allowing the things that I want in chat. And I think the only way to really do it is kind of cut a bit of a wide swath. I'm level 29, I think the max level is 40, so I'm getting up there. Yeah, I think I should be able to see the gem combinations. Or the link anyway. I can't see them with my chat right now, but I think I will be able to later. Thank you. I think this is the way out.
Greetings.
Zero, what are you doing? Throwing yourself on your sword there, Zero? Now I feel bad.
Good day.
Guys are just taunting Nightbot and he's not taking it well. He's an angry little robot.
You look familiar. How
Don't annoy the Nightbot. He will rain down upon you.
Make way for the Archsage.
Nightbot is the what? How's the whistle? He's the angry babysitter of my chat.
Keep the peace.
He's capricious. He's arbitrary, and he wields a very large bad hammer. Just stay out of his way. Everything will be cool. But get in his path.
Good day to you.
Man, he does not waste time. Nightbot just gets angry at the slightest things. Gotta chill that dude out, seriously. Alright, so it's been a while, but it is time to get a new quest, isn't it? Alright, so let's see where this is. And I suspect was this one of the ones that was way out of my way? I say it was. No, I don't even see where it is. Oh, yep, that's down in the desert, so I haven't headed there yet. You still with us, Zero, or did he time you clean out of the channel? Alright, that one is somewhere else I haven't been, I believe. Oh, yep, that's down in the desert again, so I'm not going to do that one either. So where was this one? I don't think I've seen that yet. Oh, that one's right in Amalur, so let's head there next. Oh man, my poor chat. It's all just deleted links now. You guys are crazy.
Hail, Wanderer.
Oh, this seems like a really bad idea. Oh hey, and it appears I can't create new save files. So, let's just delete a whole bunch of saves, shall we? Because I've apparently hit the limit. That's wild. Didn't actually know if there'd be a limit. But here we are. How exciting is this? Spending the stream, wiping save files. Oh, I saved so many. And it would have been handy. It would have been handy at the time, but it never actually came around to it. I was really worried about running into bugs that would force me to roll back to an earlier save. But that never actually came around. I did want to delete some a week ago, but I never actually got to a time. I never actually had a chance to sit down and go, alright, now I'm going to start deleting some save files. So I guess the game decided to nudge me in the right direction. Hey Shane, you're going to delete those save files. Don't keep putting it off. Well, here I am, doing my late spring cleaning. Wiping out some save files, making some room for some more. Alright, that should be good for right now. Cool.
Good day.
What'll it be?
Oh geez, I don't want to be doing this. I have this letter for you.
Is that so? Let's take a look. That bastard. He murders my dear sister Jera in cold blood, then waits 30 years and thinks a note will make everything right. You tell Durfel that if I ever see him again, I'm going to gut him.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to end any differently than that. So, I think Zero died from hunger or ran to the restaurant screaming that he needs food. Well, let's hope Zero gets the food he so desperately needs. Oh, I could go for some food right now myself. But it is 6 a.m. where I am right now, so none of the restaurants I'd want to eat at are going to be open. Oh, the trouble with being a night shift guy. You were in a coma for some minutes. Nightbot knocked you clean into a coma. I'm gonna have to tone that down a little bit. I don't want my Nightbot to be putting my viewers into comas. That's overkill.
Hello. I trust everything went well delivering the letter to Matix Dace? I'm not sure he took kindly to it. Regardless, you have completed the second labor. For your next labor, I need you to retrieve a sword, Hellbane, off the body of a great Varani Blademaster known as Three Swords.
Oh man, yeah, a horse would have been kind of nice, wouldn't it be? I never even thought about that before.
News has recently come to me of the fall of a great Varani Blademaster known as Three Swords. He bested me, and instead of taking my life, he took my sword, Hellbane. I want you to find where Three Swords died and retrieve the weapon. Travel to the Tuwili coast, search near the shore, and follow the Tuatha bodies. Three Swords will not have fallen easily. He was called Three Swords for the three weapons he favored. He was one of the only mortals I've ever known to master the challenging art of wielding the twin Fey blades. I'm sure the Tuatha paid a mighty butcher's bill for it.
This guy is interesting.
Until later then.
Hope I get to know a little more about his past and what exactly his deal is. Three Swords sounds like Zoro from One Piece. Oh man, it does, doesn't he? I mean, he didn't say that he used all of them at once, technically. But now that's the only image I have in my head. Although, can we be honest for a second? It is really hard for anybody to look badass with a sword in their mouth. That's just me anyway. Like, Zoro's a badass, don't get me wrong. He's absolutely a badass, but the whole sword in the mouth thing, I'm betting even more difficult than the skill of learning how to wield 3 swords was the skill of how being able to talk normally with a sword in your mouth. Because he's very good at that. So, applause for that at least. These guys have the same amount of health. This kind of sucks. I think I had trouble with these guys last time I was here too, didn't I? I feel like I did. Let's at least get these archers taken out. Where'd those other 2 go? Did I kill them? Oh wow, must have critted or something. I'll take it. Alright, back down to the coast to find a sword that is apparently maybe buried in a pile of corpses? That sounds exciting. Yeah, here we go. The Feyblades of Execution and Hellbane. And back we go. It's one thing I missed in Amalur, since they did such cool attacks with all the weapons. Imagine the fun stuff they could have done with dual-wield longswords. Yeah! I do like weapons that allow you... I do like games that allow you to select what weapons you get to dual wield. Yeah, Feyblades and daggers are nice, but... I mean, you one-hand, yeah, if you're one-handing a longsword, it seems like maybe you could, or maybe a longsword in the main hand and a dagger in the offhand. That's a real thing that happened.
You have acquired Hellbane. Excellent. Now, for your next labors, I need you to collect some items. The Bloodstone, a circlet, and the Rose of Kandrian. The Bloodstone in particular must be bought. Here is some gold to do so.
What do I need to gather?
The circlet from the Scholia Arcana Library in Rathir, the Bloodstone from Kel's Cafety, and the Rose of Kandrian from the grave of Geradace.
Who's Kel's Cafety?
He is a lying, whoring, two-faced mongrel, a blight on the plains of Erethel for the better part of 20 years. Long ago, he cheated me in a game of cards, winning a gem known as the Bloodstone. I want you to get it back. Use the gold I have given you to get it back. If you can convince Kells to part with the gem for less, good. If you can't, do what you need to do.
How do I open the chest?
Well, if you don't have the skills to do so, take this book. Place it in the bookshelf to the left of the chest, and the chest should unlock. Let's just call it a legacy of my misspent youth, and not ask questions as to how it works. Now, go. Get me that circlet.
The little Prince of Rathir. How do I pluck this rose?
The magic of the headstone will allow the bearer of Hellbane to pull the rose from the stone as if it were alive.
Star Wars A New Hope on German TV tonight. Nice, Drav. Pretty much any time I'm flipping around TV and I see Star Wars on, I'm going to drop what I'm doing and watch it. That movie never gets old, I swear to you. I've seen it so many times.
All right, then. You'd best get going. Until later, then.
Alright, more fetch quests now, which, in this case, I don't mind. This guy is weird. Sounds like he's lived an exciting life, and I don't know why all of a sudden he's decided that he needs to settle all these old scores. I really do want to see where this is going, which honestly is something I wish I could have been saying. It's something I wish I had been saying more in this game. Ooh, I want to see where this quest is going. But unfortunately, there's been a bit too many quests that have been pretty go to this cave, kill everything in them, and then take the thing out of them. Oh no, is that... Oh no, where am I going? Thought, oh, it might be up the cliffside, in which case I'm not going to be able to get there quickly. Who knows if it ends well, right? Oh, it is on top of the cliff. Alright, let's go to Kertosai and see if I can walk back down from there. That's what makes it so exciting, because I have no idea if it's going to end well. I like that a lot. I want more of that. Hey guys. To coin a phrase, I aim to misbehave. Oh wow. That's what I get for those extra points I put in there, I guess. Nice. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Sweet. Not gonna tell me. I appreciate that, Drav. It really is nice finding out these surprises on my own. And, you know, I suppose somebody probably could have spoiled me on this game right now, but they haven't, and I do appreciate that. And I appreciate you watching this stream too, Drav, even though you've seen how everything goes. I hope this isn't too boring for you. I know some people don't like to see stories that they've already seen before. But me personally, I love stuff like this. I love seeing somebody else experiencing, I love experiencing stories vicariously through other people. I like to see people be surprised by the things that I was surprised by. It's like a whole new experience from something that otherwise I couldn't experience for the first time again, if that makes any sense. Frenzy stacks up to 100% damage when it's you've maxed its points, and I have maxed out the Frenzy skill, so I can top out at 100%, and I do, and it's very nice. Alright, so here's the first one. I like when people play RPG gems that might have gotten less attention than they would have deserved. Amen to that, Drav. It is always cool seeing somebody find a game that was just underutilized, seeing a game that more people should have played, and getting to watch them enjoy it. I know exactly what you mean, Drav. I love that feeling. One of the things I love seeing on Twitch as well. It's fantastic stuff. Intricate carvings of flowers and vines, incredibly lifelike in their detail, cover the headstone of Jera Soren. In particular, one rose stands apart from the rest. Well, let's remove it. Alright, that's item number 1 on our list. Let's head up to Tyrion's Rest for item number 2. That is very cool of you, though, Drav. It's always nice to meet someone that appreciates the games that didn't get enough. Yeah, no, I liked Skyrim, but I don't think I'd want to watch someone else play Skyrim necessarily. I say as I might actually play it on stream at some point. But yeah, I know, it's not nearly as good as getting to see one of these things. Zero tossing out Fallout 4. Yeah, get that garbage out of here.
Approach and await the wisdom of the fates. I am the great Kells Cafferty, sworn and scrupled servant to the Sisters of Destiny. Speak, that I may divine your future, and through my gift, bless your mortal soul.
I'm here to buy the Bloodstone.
Traditionally, this sort of transaction happens under more discreet circumstances, if you understand my meaning. Tell you what, I'll part with it for a hefty price.
Ah, jeez. Half that, and it's a deal.
Very well. It's practically highway robbery. I'm not in any condition to argue.
Here's the money.
Pleasure doing business, friend. I'm sure Durfel is not very fond of me. I beat him in a game of cards many years ago. Fair and square. By my standards, anyway.
But yeah, Drav and Zero, that's one of the things I plan to do on this stream, is I want to find games that I enjoy, or that I think I'd enjoy, and stream them so that other people can experience them without necessarily having to, you know, buy them on their own or spend all the time that it would take to get through the game on their own. So, Drav, I hope after I finish Kings of Amalur, you'll stick around and check out some of the other games I plan to play. Shane, are you aware your sword is emanating a spell so strong that it can be seen as green? You know, Zero, I've gotten so used to the smell at this point, I don't even notice it anymore. But, yeah, it's basically like an entire fridge full of rotten eggs. And that's why it's so useful as a weapon, because it makes my enemies throw up at the mere sight of it. Nauseates at 20 paces. That's a good weapon right there.
I don't like strangers who ask a lot of questions.
Jeez, touchy. Fine. The Sword of Stench, mighty weapon of heroes. maybe not the most impressive thing to brag about. Don't put that in my personal history with a bard sing my tales. Just mention I had a sword to leave the rest out. I don't think we need to go into detail.
Good day to you.
Alright, so 2 items down, 1 left to get.
Master some spells.
And I get the distinct feeling I'm going to have to steal one of these. So let's see if I'm right or not. That's just what sells you on at 0. The sword that makes people throw up. I'll admit that is a compelling game mechanic right there. Some terrify, some intimidate me. No, I nauseate. My sword does, I mean, not me.
Greetings, Archsage.
No, not me at all. I'm the picture of hygiene. Why? What have you heard? Oh, I am ridiculous tonight. Sweet. Oh, it needs to be unlocked too. Oh, this is the one where you said I could just put the book in the side. Place the book. Why not? Mana potion, a Prismere lock, and a threadbare circlet. Interesting. I wonder why he'd want one of those. Sentimental reasons? I can't remember what games offhand, but I know I have played video games before where you can make your enemies throw up. I probably don't want to remember any of those games because that sounds ridiculous, but I know I've done it before. I suppose that's one of those things where you play too many video games, you have seen everything.
Lord Candrian is such a
And me, I'm pretty sure I've seen everything at this point.
Stand aside.
Maybe I'll be surprised at some point, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm always looking for it though. Gotta keep your eyes open, because you never do know.
Items of power.
Like this game, for example. If you watch my very first stream of this game, all I could talk about was I hadn't heard good things about this game, and it seemed super generic, and I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. And yet here I am, like close to 50 hours later, still working my way towards the ending. And that's pretty cool. You can make people throw up in Postal. Oh my god, there is a game I haven't thought about in a long time. Freaking Postal. What a game. I'm not remotely gonna say good game, because oh my god, it's not, but when you're when you're a certain age, that game is hysterical. No, Zero, don't do it.
You have returned. Then your 7th labor awaits. Together, the items you collected comprise the Amrinthian Band, the crown of Candrian kings.
The what?
Your 7th labor is to reconstruct this crown.
Strange taste in games. And that's one of the... Stream died? Did it? Still looks like it's going for me. Something wrong? Really? Oh, it's back now? Well, that's weird. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see anything go wrong on this end, so I guess I'll have to check it out in the video feed later. I didn't lose my internet connection or anything. See, I'm not sure what happened. Heading off to the restaurant in Zero? Alright, take care, enjoy your Oma rice, and yeah, I'll see you next time I stream. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to investigate what happened to the stream later. I don't know what, I didn't see anything on this end. That's weird. Talking about Postal Crash the stream. It's such a bad game that it destroys destroyed the stream. Alright, so I'm invested now. Let's finish this quest, shall we? Alright, what's the quickest way to get up there from here? Ooh, that's a little tricky, actually. Let's head to the northwest, maybe. Take this road over here. And then follow the edge of the canyon around, maybe. Right? Yeah, and just head over this way. Well, luckily, if the stream did crash, it was somewhere where I wasn't talking about it. There wasn't anything plot important happening, at least. It would have been a shame to lose that. No, it was just us talking about terrible, terrible postal stuff. Alright, let's see what's in here. Hello?
It's not often I get visitors here in Anorak. What is your business?
Durful sent me.
Indeed. I can feel the power emanating from the items you bear. Give me a moment, and I will reconstruct the band. There you are. Take it, with my blessings.
Alright.
Durful is a very old friend of mine. I haven't heard from him in years, though. It's nice to finally get some news of him. Nothing too interesting. Just a lonely sage crafter.
Interesting. Yeah, a lot of the caves do look very similar. You're not wrong. In this particular one, at least, I don't need to stick around for long. I think all I need to do is talk to Hendy, and then I'll head back. So let's see how this one ends. I'm invested. I don't know about you. There's the Kandrian's ring. I still need to get over there. But for now, let's see. Let's hope Durful's going to tell us his story. After all this, it would be a tragedy if he didn't say anything. Break my heart.
The Amarinthian Band. Alas, I would dearly love to dive into a lecture regarding this crown's rich and sordid history, but there is no time.
Damn it.
You see, a man named Kurig Shasta has tracked you here. He and his band of mercenaries await outside, keen on shedding my blood.
Damn it. Who is Kurig Shasta?
He is the man who murdered my wife, Jera, when Maddox Dace had hired him to kill me.
What?
Kurig had wanted to take my life for a long time, and now he has more reason to. He wants the truth of Jera's death to die with me.
This gets more and more complicated. How did they find you?
I have to confess, these labors you've done for me have been for a single cause. I have been waiting for the day when I could meet Kurig once again. I sent you on labors to arm myself for this fight. They followed you to me just as I hoped they would. And now I need your help to fight them off.
Oh my god. Well, let's go kill them then.
Excellent. I will proceed outside. You should shortly follow. They will undoubtedly be caught off guard, so mesmerized by my biting tongue. Together we should be able to kill these fools. Farewell.
Alright. Yeah, it looks like the fight's already begun. Maybe.
There is no reasoning with Kurig Shasta. We must kill him now. Not many choose to live still. I like to call it home. Never mind. Always comes the bloodshed.
Guess there really was no talking with him. Just a big meathead dude too. Nice. Did that just one-shotted him. Wrath will solve the problem, apparently.
Greetings. Kurig Shasta had a contract out on my life the last 15 years. I'm glad the bastard's finally dead. I can finally begin to travel as I come upon my remaining days. Return to my home and you will find a secret door in the fireplace which leads to my treasure room. All of the treasure there now belongs to you.
Oh, but I don't get to hear his story. I don't know, maybe there's a book in there or something. I'm kind of getting desperate at this point, but... Alright, I'll admit it, Wrath is kind of the most amazing thing. No doubt. I'm kind of in love with Wrath. There was, if anything, Drav, I think you may have been talking it up too little. Wrath is fantastic. Wow. This guy was not screwing around with his treasure cave. Alright, some nice treasure in here. Yeah, Wrath I'm using all the time now. Just any time I get face more than 2 enemies. It's like, oh, I should lead them all together and then hit them with Wrath. I bet that'd be fun. And it is every single time. You know, you'd hope Hellbane would have been a cooler sword, but no, not nearly as good as my Stormblade. Ah well. Cool name at least. Decent helm, but not quite as good. I like the resistance anyway. Oh, the plus 20% damage with longswords is really nice though. I don't know, I'll think on it I suppose. Alright. That was a cool little quest, even if I didn't get to find out what was going on at the end. I liked that. Let's go ahead and save. Reuse that one since apparently I'm at the point where I'm running out of save slots. Well, in the final area it won't one-shot enemies anymore. That would kind of break the game like Meteor. But the fact it pulls a whole army in, that'd be awesome for destroying whole groups. Yeah! You know, that's I don't need it to one-shot enemies, as long as I can just soften them up and then use my great sword to finish them off. That's all I really need. I'm fine with that. It is good for that though. I'll take it definitely. Alright, so on that note, it is about that time, so I'm going to wrap up the stream. Though if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to be throwing up a host as well. If you guys want to check out another Twitch streamer that I really like, that you might like as well, stick around for that. But for the moment, if you want to see when the next time I'll be streaming, which will be tomorrow night / morning at the same time, throw me a follow here on Twitch down below, or follow me on Twitter, link is down below, and I'll be putting out a message right when I go live. If you want to see this video later on, or see any of the past videos of my past Kings of Amalur playthroughs, or other playthroughs that I've done, check out my YouTube on the link below. Otherwise, thank you everybody for coming. This was another fantastic stream. Had a great time talking to you guys. Had a great time with all those cool quests. It was a great time all around. So I hope I will see you guys. Next time I stream and in future streams. If you guys enjoyed, which I hope you did. So for the time being, you guys have a good evening / morning. Take care.